Hi everybody, I'm Dee.
And I'm Jay, and we are ParoDeeJay. Welcome to Happy Sunday time.
It's that time again.
That's what we call it now. Happy Sunday time. So yeah, YouTube is playing some games, it looks like. If you've noticed the chat, everybody got their names back.
Yeah, at least it doesn't say at or whatever it was doing last week.
Yeah, that was weird last week, but now they've instituted some kind of a crown system. So you may notice, if you can see the chat on replay or live, there's crowns. I did not know this was happening, and I would have turned it off if I had known it was happening. But hey, we'll have fun with crowns tonight.
YouTube likes gimmicks.
Gosh,
that's what we've learned over the years.
They do. Yeah, apparently Laura's number 2.
Hey.
The crowns apparently have to do with how much you are chatting. So it's to encourage people to chat. I think it also is based on super chats and
don't worry
money
about
donations. But we don't have to fight over money donations to get crowns and things like that.
Just chat as you normally would. You're all number 1 to us.
That's right.
How about that?
You're number 1 in our hearts, just not in YouTube's, apparently.
Yeah, there's room for everyone.
So yeah, Beth Lichman is the most active chatter, apparently, and has gotten that number 1 crown anyway. That's very silly.
Yeah.
All right, let's jump back. Now, look at this. 11:28 a.m.
Whoa.
Deborah Hunt said, "Did you get your car's AC fixed?" Now, I don't know if Deborah Hunt is in here.
Wow, she was very caring about that.
We weren't live at that time. The answer is yes.
Yes.
We did.
They just pumped it full of, not Freon? I don't know what they call it these days. Refrigerant. Although we bought a tester kit
I know.
to see if it would work, and it told us we didn't need any. But we went to the auto shop, and apparently we did. So, those aren't always reliable.
No, it's one of those little cans that has the valve on it, the little thing, and I put it on ours. You're supposed to be between like 20 and 50.
Yeah.
And I put it on, it was like, and we were at 40. So I was like, oh, we're not low on refrigerant. Well, the mechanic says we were.
But at least it wasn't a more, substantial problem. Like
That's true.
The compressor or something. So, that was good.
Yeah. Funny thing with that, and I don't know if Mama Jay's watching tonight. We told her we talked about her in the last stream, even though we didn't really talk about her that much. And she says she might watch tonight just to make sure we're not telling any more weird stories. But funny thing with that, I did get to play mechanic.
Yeah.
So her car was not blowing very cold air. Took my little nozzle over there and put it on hers. She popped 10. Well, originally she popped 20, but when I checked it it was a little while later. 10. So I got to use the little can and shaky and hook it up, and we got her up to 42, and her air has never been colder.
Yeah, because we've been driving her car around just to get it moving around, and it was sweltering. There was definitely something wrong.
Yeah.
So the whole neighborhood has had interesting car issues.
So I played mechanic.
Yeah.
And got her car fixed.
I was proud of you.
Hopefully it stays good. We're going to test it out later this week and make sure the air stayed good. All right, so what else is happening besides all these crowns back here? We got good morning from Sydney. That's right, Andrew living in the future.
Oh, yeah.
Good gracious. Jennifer, hey, from Oregon.
Hey.
I've heard of that. Yo Cowboy. What happened over there?
I just started going to Google Calendar.
You are checking out your Google Calendar.
I'm not.
You're trying to see when we're leaving for our cruise.
I know when we're leaving. Very soon.
Yo Cowboy here from Seminole, Florida.
Sweet.
Dang, we got some haze, good evenings. Yeah, there's people talking about the crowns. Laura is in the house. Did I say hey to Laura?
Hey, Laura.
Y'all staying safe? There's big rain boomers out in
storm. Yeah.
If you look at the center of the state's area, there's big boomers out there. We haven't had anything super bad come through.
The sky is looking a little interesting. But otherwise, it's fine.
When it gets that weird, greeny gray look
Yeah.
outside? Terry says, hello from the seashores of Kansas. So many seashores there in Kansas.
Landlocked and all, yeah.
Oh, fun. Karen from Tennessee. See, I'm having fun saying people's names again instead of, at.
Yeah.
At user for. Gosh,
and then they put a number at the
what
end.
if it did everybody is just at user and a number? I would have been so confused.
Oh, that'd be awful.
Oy. Happy Sunday. Yeah, what's going on this Sunday? Because I know usually there's something going on and people like
sports.
Yeah. What could you be watching right now?
It's not football season. Is it soccer?
Let's see. Is it baseball season? Summer.
That's spring.
Oh, shoot. Spring training.
I don't know if they have sports in the summer.
Guys, there's not any, are there?
No, there definitely are.
Surely it's something.
It could be. Well, they do spring training to probably play in the summer. So it is baseball, I think.
It's too hot to go and play anything.
Oh, yeah. See, ALK said it's baseball.
Okay. I
Yeah.
mowed the grass again. Was that just yesterday? I mowed the grass yesterday.
I helped with other things.
Yeah. And, well, it didn't have anything to do with this. I just got sidetracked by, this is my mango water. Dee made a bad statement about my mango water earlier.
It just looks like you, dipped it in a river.
Pond water or something. Well,
It did it again.
You went back to Google Calendar.
I have no idea.
Guys, are y'all triggering these Google Calendar by like?
Maybe it's listening to me in certain words. I have no idea.
You
My
know
phone
it's
definitely listens to me.
Yours is a Google, and it really does listen because we will literally only talk about something, and all of a sudden you're getting served.
I could think about something, and that will be the next ads I see.
Yeah.
So it's creepy.
The Google really does listen.
Eh.
Open calendar.
Stop it.
Okay, it didn't work.
Watch somebody else's.
Well, you have to say like the hey word and then the Google word.
Well, let's not do
Remember
that.
back when I used to set off people's
Alexea
accidentally by saying it loudly in the thing, and people were
and
like,
also bad.
They were mad.
I thought it would like just be for your own voice.
No, it's listening to everybody. It's terrible. Laurie, so happy to catch a live from Mid-Coast, Maine. Have we been to Mid-Coast, Maine?
I've been to Maine, just like Portland.
Like the middle?
Maine.
Portland is middle of the coast, right? Portland is South Coast, maybe. I don't know. I'm not good upon, as you can tell, I'm not good upon my geography. Dave, hey, from Washington State.
Hey.
I've been there.
Yep.
All right, let's see if we have random questions. Tracy Mayer Travel says, let me see if I can get a crown.
Everybody's just going to be chatting.
K&K doesn't see the crowns. Oh, see, I wonder if everybody can see them.
We're on a computer. Oh, well, no, I can see them on my phone, too.
Yeah, YouTube apparently has only decided...
It's just a little purple crown next to their name.
Yeah, currently Beth Lichman has the #1 crown for being the most active chat participant. See, so first of all, YouTube is promoting you to spam because it wants you to chat more.
Yeah.
And I don't know how they weigh super chats. If I can, by the time we stream again, I'm going to see if I can turn it off. But enjoy the crowns tonight. Laura was #2. Is she still #2? I don't even know.
Well, she chats a lot because she's answering questions for us, and we really appreciate it.
Thank you, Laura. Laura, you can get that #1 crown if you answer a lot of questions. Where am I? Tampa. Steve says, hello from Tampa.
Hey, we're going to be there in October.
Hello from Steve. No,
hey,
I'm just
Steve.
kidding. Let's see. Mary Dieter says, how many people on your group cruise? We're like 330 to 350.
Final payment is very soon, the 12th, but we're asking for it a little bit early because we're boarding a ship that day, and the group's department's closed that weekend.
Oh, gosh.
So we'll see after that what it actually ends up being, and that's when we're going to start planning everything once we have final numbers.
Then I got to start buying stuff for swag bags, y'all.
For all of you who are coming. We're excited for that.
So yeah, we got to get final payments, and the Thursday is the last call to put in any cabins, because we have people being like, can I get one for my friends and all that stuff. So you're good.
It's a good deal. Yeah. We understand, and they may never have watched us.
Especially for solos. Like our solo rates. Good gracious. Anyway, but Thursday is the drop date. No more after Thursday because our group closes.
Yeah.
Lance says, what are your thoughts on Carnival's new reward program? If you watched 2 live streams ago, we spent the first 15 minutes talking all about it. So we won't dig back into that here. But yes, we had a very lengthy discussion about that 2 live streams ago.
Yeah.
I think I even called it the one where we talk about Carnival's rewards program.
Just watch the first little bit. Yeah.
Tim Johnson. Oh, wait, no, I missed a ding dong up here. There it goes. It was Challenger says, what's a senor ding? I don't know what that means. Mr. Sancho's or Maya Chan if you can only do one resort. Well, no, this is 2 different ports.
2 different ports.
Both.
So you could do both.
Do both. Sancho's, I like their pool situation.
Yeah.
Better.
Love their
party
pool.
Beach. Sancho's.
There's more to do at Sancho's in general, and the food is all day long if that's important to you, instead of like one set time to go and get your food. The service is phenomenal at both. And yeah. Yeah.
If you have to choose one, I'm going to say Sancho's. Yeah. If you can do both, do both.
But Paradise Beach.
Actually, yeah. If you can only do one for real.
You didn't put that there. So I would choose Paradise Beach in Cozumel.
Correct.
Cozumel.
We have to get those Spanish vowels.
I want to make sure I'm pronouncing it properly.
I've said Cozumel all my life like an idiot. So Cozumel.
How do you say why not do both like the little kid
¿Por qué no las dos?
There you go.
That's the taco. Remember that taco commercial where they're like hard shell or soft shell or whatever?
Yeah,
and the girl's like, ¿Por qué no las dos?
You said that the other day. It made me think of it.
Frank, greetings from Surprise, Arizona.
Oh.
Every day you wake up.
Surprise, Arizona.
It's a surprise.
Is it really warm?
Got Dave from Northern Maine. Mary from Mebane, North Carolina, where it's raining a lot. Yeah, don't mispronounce Mebane. Okay, it's not Mebane or any of that stuff.
We know. That's all right.
Well, at least from where we are, we call you Mebane. So hopefully it really is Mebane.
She'll be like, that's not how you say it.
I know. She'll be like, well, from around here, you know, because there's lots of stuff people don't know how to pronounce unless you're local. And I'm not local to Mebane. I'm just going to keep calling it that. Tim says a ding dong. I booked a last-minute cruise on Disney Dream for July 19th from Florida, which is Fort Lauderdale. Any tips for first-time Disney cruisers and self-proclaimed Disney adults? Now, we've only done the one.
Just one Disney cruise.
I'm not an expert.
Go to the trivia. It's really fun. The animation classes are cool. I like the rotating dining. That's nice. You will have the same restaurant at least twice, though.
Did your calendar open again?
I don't know what it's doing. Yeah, just go in with fun. The adult area is amazing, and they do lots of things at night just for the adults. So, yeah, I think you'll have a good time.
Yeah, and go get as many pictures with the characters as you can.
Mickey ice cream bars from room service, because they're included.
Yes.
There you go. Those are our tips.
That's the trick. And if you're going to the private island, I declared that my favorite cookie of any cruise line private island.
Yeah.
Please have a chocolate chip cookie for me and send me a picture of it. Oh, let's see. Tracy Mary Travel got the number 3 crown. Said, oh my gosh, I got a crown.
There you go.
That was easy. David, when and where is your next cruise? It's like a week from today.
All right.
Yeah, your Google Calendar open again.
Sorry,
I really
guys,
don't know.
I'm paying attention, but my phone is freaking me out.
That's weird. Anyway, it's
Carnival
like a week from yesterday. Yeah, Carnival Vista out of the Port Canaveral. Heck yeah.
First stop at Celebration Key.
Yes, first ever.
Yeah. Cruise, because I think they have flown some people out there.
Dang it. That guy got to go. The
Jonathan Bennett.
Yeah, he got to go.
Oh, he's like the godfather of, is it Firenze?
I'm going to make it him offer.
Firenze.
I can't refuse. That was terrible. Okay, wait. I thought I was where I was, but I just had multiple questions of the same. Okay, there's where we were. Crazy Cat Traveler, what are your mechanic rates? I will say that I only charged 10% of what we got charged by our mechanic.
Well,
and I didn't really charge it.
No.
It cost 10% to have me do it.
She does so much for us, so yeah, no.
Chris says it's rainy in Randleman, too. Yeah, if you're in, like, central Virginia, North Carolina or something, there was some boom booms out there. Like, I was looking it was like Burlington and Durham and good gracious.
Yeah.
Wu-Tang says, do you use travel credit cards to get points and use the airport lounges? I'm thinking about getting the Chase Sapphire Reserve.
We do, yes.
Yeah, we have the Capital One Venture X, which it's got a pretty high, it's like a $395 annual fee, but they give you a $300 travel credit that you can use once a year, so it's like a net $95.
As much as we travel, it's worth it for us.
Yeah. And I book a lot of hotels and a lot of other stuff.
I think you used to be able to get a discount on TSA pre-check also.
Oh, you still do?
Okay, it's still included. Yeah.
Yep. So, once every, 10 years or whatever it is. It's
and
10
there's
years.
Some insurance included on that, too, generally. Like, I think your phone insurance. And I don't know. There's a lot of good benefits to it.
10 years is passport. I don't know why I said 10 years. 3 or 4 years, whatever TSA pre-check is, you get a credit back for one person at least, because I think, the card holder gets a credit back.
Yeah.
So, that one's not bad. And we get the Priority Pass airport lounges, which,
they're getting rid of a lot of them.
Yeah. Lots of lounges we used to love to go in, they're pulling out of the program.
Like, nah.
So, like, at Fort Lauderdale, I think has no lounges now, which is
so.
unfortunate. Yeah. Yuck. I wish my lounges would come back. What's our favorite? Remember that time we got that, we flew KLM and we got the really cool lounge? Anyway.
Well, yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Joe says, how often did you patronize the adult arcade during the pole-to-pole, and how far up were you at the end of the trip? Okay, now that's an unfortunate story. I was just playing it was a 4.5-month cruise. Mm-hmm. I think between the two of us, we put a total of, $700 into the casino in 4.5 months.
Which is not bad.
At one point, I personally was up about $2,000.
Yeah.
But I wanted to just keep playing because I wanted to get points and see, I'm trying to crack these casino programs if I can. So I eventually did give it all back. So we lost $700 in 4.5 months.
Which is not bad at all. Because we've done that on like a 7-day cruise before,
Yeah.
And then some.
Yeah, my budget used to be like not to go over like $100 a day. And I felt bad if I went over $100 a day. Like I would try to go for like $500 on a 7-day cruise, but that wasn't fun. Because I like the big dollar bets.
Yeah, I play low and slow. He plays like fast.
I play like $5 and it goes real fast, which is annoying.
Yes, it is.
Anyway. Laura's crown got taken away.
Oh, no.
Daniel says, did you stop in Bahaba on the pole-to-pole cruise? No, apparently it was on there, but they swapped it for Portland.
Yeah.
So we have not been to Bar Harbor.
They've kind of put a limit on how many ships they're wanting, so that's probably why.
Yeah, I think by the time we booked it, they had already changed it to Portland. So I never knew, other than the one graphic, which was this old thing that says Bar Harbor, or Bar Harbor.
Bar Harbor.
I never even knew it was supposed to have been on the itinerary in the first place, other than that. Beer Master says, question, why no rustic lasagna the whole trip? It seems it was on the menu every night. It was.
Just not something we're drawn to.
Well, somebody asked us to try it, and didn't you get it? Oh, we talked about it.
No, I was going for more protein-heavy based items, not a whole lot. I had a few pasta dishes, but I don't know. I just never really wanted lasagna.
Yeah, I have to be...
Because we're the ones who eat it, so...
Yeah. I know.
We should have gotten it and taken a picture of it, and I mean, yeah, we would have tried it.
I wouldn't want to waste it. Yeah,
no, we don't waste food.
Lasagnas are, in general, they're very heavy and cheesy, which, I mean, I like cheese.
Calorie-laden.
Yeah, and, we're trying to do a little bit more clean eating, which, gosh, since we've gotten back from the cruise, we've done really good.
We've done very good.
We've lost like 10 or 12 pounds each, I think, since we've gotten back from the cruise.
Yeah.
So... yeah, as soon as we get back in control of our own food and hydrating with all of this dirty pond water over here, poof. Anyway, so cruise for me is just maintain, and then when I get home, I can really kick it to it.
Well, we went to the gym every day, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. We already did next cruise. Where are you going next? We got all that out of the way. Oh, it's the Cubs-Cardinals game.
Oh.
Put a little money on the Cubbies.
Is that?
That's a Back to the Future 2 thing.
Oh, yeah.
Wish I could go back and put a little money on the Cubbies. Worst time for sports now, Eric says. Can't do baseball or soccer.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm more of a curling man.
That is not the right season.
No.
Although it's indoors, so it could be any time.
Water curling. They have the ice just melts, and you just, instead of sweep, you just
just floats.
You put a little sail on it, and you try to float the stone.
That's a cool
Good
game.
luck floating the stone on there. Oh, USA versus Mexico in soccer or football for the Gold Cup.
Interesting.
Is there a better cup than the Gold Cup, or is that like...
the World Cup.
Oh.
But that's
dang, is that better? What color cup is that?
It looks like the globe. No, I don't know.
That's the Platinum Cup. Beth had the FIFA Cup in Seattle. Really? I've been to Seattle, but not for the FIFA Cup. I'm just going to start saying things wrong.
I was like, what?
Mark Peterson, hey, from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Baseball and NASCAR.
Oh, you used to like NASCAR, right?
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Oh, when I was a kid, I was an Earnhardt man, back when there was only one Earnhardt. Rest in peace. Earnhardt Sr. I didn't know anything about him. I just liked his mustache, and then the car. I thought the car was cool. I have no idea why, but...
I mean, circles.
And yeah, just to the left. Every turn's a left turn.
Yeah. I could not do that.
Andrea says sports ball. It is sports ball season. I love sports ball season. Gosh. A-OK. Jay is a mechanic. That car will be on the side of I-64 in no time. Yeah, you ain't wrong. Find me on the Beltway somewhere. Mary Dieter, so many people leaving the Delmarva Peninsula after the holiday weekend. Yeah, traffic today was not a fun.
No, not at all.
We went to the grocery store and
church and the grocery store.
It was crowded and stuff. So.
Yeah.
A walk in my shoes, says Eddie here. So explain to me the ding ding or one ringy dingy thing. I'm uneducated.
No, you're fine.
Where in the heck did that? It came.
I think you said if you have a question,
I did.
You can type question or something like "Hey ding dong,"
but it was from something.
I don't think so.
Oh no, because I want to say somebody else would either do like knock knock or something.
They would put question.
Yeah, or you just put question, and I decided that I wanted it to be ding dong like a doorbell. I have no idea why. I would have to.
Some people remember that.
Yeah,
Brad.
Yeah, you've been here a long time if you're still saying ding dong, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But if you got a question, I'll solve it.
Yeah.
Okay, there's people giving Disney advice. Mango Water looks like it's from the Triumph cruise. Oh no, Crazy Cat Traveler.
We still haven't watched that.
Thomas Haas says All-Star Baseball and Tour de France.
Oh,
that's
I
where
can watch that.
They ride the bicycles. Yeah, that's the bicycles. Heidi, there's a storm coming up the East Coast. Not a tropical storm, but a warning. Warning. Gosh, I can't even say things right anyway. So is it not I haven't looked. Is it not a tropical storm? Okay,
They said it was tropical. Maybe it's not now, like fell apart or something.
Did it have a name? I don't know.
I think, yeah, at some point.
Carolyn says, question, while on your world cruise, did you play Pokemon? I see Eevee. Yeah, we used to play Pokemon Go.
So cute.
I stuck with it a little longer than you, and then I eventually phased out. I have not played it in years.
We had one, did we have a video?
We did one Pokemon Go video.
video on the channel where we drove around.
Yep.
when they let you drive and do it, because then I think they took that feature away.
Well, no, we would drive
We
and
would
then
stop.
stop the car or get out and try to find Pokemon.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
It was fun. I remember, like, really enjoying it, but you just fell off of it.
Yeah, we finally, like, one day we were, like, chasing a Snorlax down, like, a side road because it kept popping up and we couldn't find it, and I don't think we ever found it, but I did eventually get some Snorlax.
Yeah.
But I only know, like, Gen 1 Pokemon, and I really only learned them from Pokemon Go. I was not a Pokemon kid.
We should do it on the next worldy voyage.
Okay.
That'd be fun.
Yeah,
Just
that's
to see
true.
what you can find.
I assume they still have the location-specific ones. Like, it was like you could only get Mr. Mime in Europe, and you could only get certain ones in certain parts of the world. Let's see. Laura says the weather there's okay. It's a little bit east of them.
Okay.
Matt just
Good.
got back from cruising to Yellowstone in my car. Terrible buffet, tiny cabin, great itinerary.
That does sound like
Nice.
a cool itinerary.
Laura says I have pea water. I mean, I know. Okay, now if you go and
Oh, it does look really yellow on camera,
know.
actually. It's not that yellow.
if you go and this is your sample, are they going to be like, how hydrated are you? Is this is like the borderline of not being hydrated? Let me not hold it in front of like darkness because that looks terrible. This is borderline. Like, you need to drink more water if you have this. It's mango.
I don't like the mango one.
Crazy Cat Traveler says Ship Show, which is John,
Yeah.
would set off the Google and the ALEXA
Oh, yeah,
on
yeah.
purpose. Started unplugging them before the live stream.
I do remember that.
Yeah. Oh gosh, Wu-Tang says baseball, golf, motorsports, soccer, and tennis.
Tennis, yeah.
I love motor soccer. Motor tennis. No. Vonavi doesn't see crowns. Okay, so some people, this is weird.
I don't know. That's
I don't
weird.
know. Maybe
do you have to have like an update or something?
Can you?
Can you update your YouTube?
Not if you're on a computer.
Maybe it automatically updates. I don't know.
Like I am, because I haven't updated nothing.
Well, I have it too on my phone.
You do. I don't know. So there's crowns. Just
Don't worry about it. It'll be gone next week, I'm sure.
Brad West says, do you recall seeing people on your Margaritaville Islander cruises bringing Yeti or other tumblers to get soda as part of the drink package?
I don't recall.
I don't either. Because I don't know.
They don't have like a freestyle machine or anything like that. So
But we think it's just like you go and they'll
I think
fountain
it's like
gun
a
your.
fountain gun.
But I don't know, why would they not just fountain gun? I mean, they might have to fountain gun a couple of glasses.
Yeah, I don't know that they
you
put it
dump
directly
them.
in your tumbler just for sanitation purposes.
That's gross.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm sure there was people carrying like cups.
Yeah, you just may have to request like a couple of glasses of soda
Yeah.
or something. Beer Master says, does it rain in Maine? I hear the rain in Maine stays Spainly on the plains. Crazy Cat Traveler spamming so I can keep my crown. See? Time to spam. Oh, to spam in the place where you are. See? All right. Weird. Andrea can see them and would like one. Yeah, so people are seeing these weird crowns.
That's
All right.
weird.
Thomas, if you click the crown at the top, it will say you can get XP by doing super chat. Stop it. What is this XP?
Crazy Cat Traveler.
What is
Thank you.
this? Look and see, I have a thing where I can click and it says top fans. Oh, it shows me the top 50.
Oh, that's weird. Anyway, just wanted my number 3 crown back, and yes, I fell for it. She did a super chat. You don't have to
Crazy
do that,
Cat
but
Traveler.
thank you.
All right, and then, yeah, because now it says she's number 1 with 175
Okay,
XP.
stop. It's not a
And
competition.
B.I. Biznatch is number 2, and Jennifer Adrift is currently number 3. Y'all, I don't understand this. YouTube is really playing on people's, like, competitiveness. Oh, Vonavi says the iPad has no crowns. Interesting.
Weird.
Les says the drink color indicates you're properly hydrated. Nice. Judy says there's a setting to turn off the crowns. Yeah, I tried to go in here. I think I'm going to have to do it from the back end in between streams.
Whoa. It's like interesting, like little.
I think people are digging up some of the emojis, yeah.
Ah.
Sandy says, I'm rewatching your new Statendam cruise from Amsterdam. Do you have a hotel recommendation for Amsterdam?
We stayed at 2. We stayed at Moxie by the airport just because
That's
I
right.
get decent Marriott rates.
Yep.
And then
The
was
Ed.
it the Ed in town? It was nice. It's an older hotel.
The elevator almost didn't.
Thought we were gonna
That
die.
elevator could only hold a certain number of things, and us and our luggage couldn't go at the same time.
It went.
Good location if you want to be near, like, the
Yeah.
museums and that kind of a district, but...
Had a really nice breakfast. The room was comfortable. Yeah, that's the only 2 we've stayed at though.
Georgia says Jay should show us his pen collection. Oh my gosh, that would be like...
that would be
I would need
5-hour long
a
live stream.
multiple part live stream because I have a lot, and the sad thing is they're all just in boxes. If I get a
Pinboard.
then I will,
Put them on it.
and I will then,
Do a video about it.
or just show you. Yeah, That'd be a fun game. We should like complete sentences that way.
We do sometimes.
Carol and Paul Christian, thank you so much for the super chat.
Cute.
And thank you for the thank you fox. Is it a fox? It looks cute. Why is there a picture of a raccoon? I don't understand you two. All right. So yeah, Team Carl does not see the crowns either. That is so weird.
Oh, I figured he would be like.
Actually, if Team Carl could see them, he would be going for them. So that's really funny. I'm gonna try to remember.
We'll let you know if we see that you have one, Carl. How about that?
I'm gonna try to turn them off by the next stream because we're not gonna be here the next 2 weeks. We're gonna be what is known as on cruise ships, and then we'll be back.
There will still be videos. Yeah. Per usual, though.
We'll be back the third week. That's the symbol, the international symbol.
Per usual.
All right, Barbara says, did you get more than $250 onboard credit for your Carnival shares on your pole-to-pole cruise? Can you get it per segments for your next cruise? Love your show. No, they max out at $250, right. So I think that's anything over like 14 days. Well, 133 just counts as more than 14, sadly.
But we booked it in 2 segments, so you can do it like that. But no, nothing higher.
Yeah, there were a total of 4 segments. So I guess if you had played it correctly, you could have maxed out at 1,000.
But you might be moving
each
segment.
And next year's, you could do it per each segment. We booked it as one, so no, we can't. But I think there's like 9 segments next year.
Yep.
So you could.
It's a lot.
Let's see. John says, when do you sail on the Elation? That is the 21st. Mm-hmm. We have Vista on the 12th, 1-2, and then Elation the 21st, 2-1. That's how I've been remembering that.
That's true.
Daniel, any thoughts on Carnival lowering the price on pool noodles? It doesn't affect me personally, but I see they dropped it from like $20 to $12 or $11 or something. So
it's weird. I'm like, why can't you just bring your own? Because they're not going to know if you rented one or if you brought one.
I'm sure you can.
But bringing one on a ship is kind of annoying. They're big.
Right. Yeah, and I mean, people have to realize they're going to charge money for these things. Like, if you go up to a thing and you rent a snorkel set, they're going to charge you. Now, granted, did it need to be $20 for a pool noodle? Everybody
would buy them otherwise, and they wouldn't have enough stock.
Yeah, they have to. Anyway. Oh, gosh. Jackie Byers, thank you so much for the chat. I have enjoyed the live streams. Back to withdrawal next Sunday. See, we've had 3 whopping live streams in a row. Thank you for the chat.
And we missed one, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Because of the weather.
We were trying to do 4. But anyway, yeah, we're going to be off for 2 weeks, and then we're home for like 2 months.
A long time. So you will be sick of us by then.
You're going to have like 8 or 9 live streams in a row. Pretty much all of August. Because after we get back from Elation, we're not going anywhere until Margaritaville. So we're home all of August, all of September.
Lots of content to come, though.
Wow.
Well, I guess. At least some Carnival content.
We're taking off. We're just got no content. Kaliha says, I can't remember, have you been to Crazy Lobster in Costa Maya? No.
No. We've seen it.
Someone posted a not so good review of it today.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we have not. I've heard rumors and legends and good things and all that. Stop reading the next comment. Are you reading the next comment? Oh my gosh. But we've not been there ourselves. AOK says, how are you doing today, Polecat?
Thanks, AOK.
Stop. Keep it alive. Keep it alive. Shannon says, are there specific cabins a solo cruiser has to stay in, or can they stay in any cabin type and get the solo traveler rate?
So certain cruise lines have solo cabins that you can book, and if they don't, you can book a standard cabin, and generally you pay like upgrade. You're paying port fees and taxes for that other.
Oh, true. Was it solo supplement?
Supplement. Thank you. I was like, what the heck is the word?
Words. I don't like words.
Yeah. Sometimes it's high, and then with some cruise lines they don't charge as much. So it just depends.
Yeah, but not every cruise line has solo cabins.
Norwegian does. Okay. Virgin has some. Celebrity, some of the ships do. Royal has a few. Yeah, things like that.
Air Force Les says, ding dong question. Do you guys still have a discount code for Paradise Beach? Only for our group cruise.
Right.
They gave us a discount for that one day. So if you're in the group on the group cruise, yes. Otherwise, no. Where are we at here? Fruily, what are you going to do on the Celebration Key? All right, well, let me scroll back. What are we going to do on the Celebration Key?
So the first time we go, we're going to be running around filming everything to make content for you guys, to give you the information. And then at the end of the day, we're going to relax with our friends Ricky and Laura in the pool, because they get to chill out there and try some food and stuff.
And then we go back on Elation.
Second time, we're going to go and enjoy it and show you guys what we do.
Yeah, true. Okay. I don't know that we have any plans to do like the pay stuff. I kind of just want to do the free stuff because I'm budget minded like that. How much is the pay thing? I gotta look it up.
So the slide is like $15.
No, isn't there like a secret area that you slide somebody some money and get into, like a club?
Oh yeah, there's the beach club.
Because
it's probably sold out for both sailings.
You're
already.
probably right, actually.
It's like an infinity pool, and you can buy it with drinks or food if you want. It's like Royal Caribbean's.
We did Cocoa Beach Club.
Cocoa Beach Club. It's similar to that.
Yeah.
I don't know that we need to show it. It's like I said, it's probably sold out. We have not purchased that, though.
True. Yeah, Cocoa Beach Club. We did it. Gosh, it was expensive.
Well, we didn't want to buy it the first time and focus on it and then run around and not have the opportunity to use it. That doesn't make sense. And the second time, we just want to enjoy everything that's included.
True.
We're frugal.
All right. Crazy Cat Traveler. Here we go. Let's open up this can of worms. Coke versus Pepsi discuss. Because if you haven't seen, Carnival is going back to Coke products.
Oh, yeah.
Holy moly, people are so excited. Now, I am, in general, a Pepsi man. I like Pepsi. When it comes to lower sugar options,
Coke Zero, for sure.
Yes.
That's my favorite lower sugar soda. That's like the only one I drink. I don't drink a lot of soda in general. So Coke Zero is about all I drink.
Yeah, so, but...
Or Diet Dr. Pepper, because it's amazing. And I hope they have Dr. Pepper still.
Oh, yeah, because Dr. Pepper usually bundles in with Pepsi, but it's independent.
I think John Heald has said that it would, but I don't know. Not everything John says is correct.
Boy, that man always speaks the truth. Y'all, you can't... everything.
I love him, but I don't know that I would trust that.
If John Heald says it, it's the gospel. Do not question it, because he is 100% right all the time.
You can tell him that when you see it.
I will. I'll be like, John, good luck, good job being right.
Ooh.
Where was down here? There was Paradise Beach. There was the Celebration Key. Okay. Retired in Nevada. Is it Nevada or Nevada?
I think we had that discussion.
We did, and I think it
depends where you're from.
I'm from here, and I say Nevada. And I think I'm wrong.
Nevada.
Do you have a good packing video for long cruises?
Oh, for long cruises?
We're doing a 50-day on how.
No.
Funny thing is, well, okay, nobody cares what I pack, but I normally pack for about 10 days. Wash and repeat, wash and repeat, wash and repeat. So I could go on a 5,000-day cruise and pack the same way that I would pack for a 10-day cruise.
It's true. He does. It just depends on like what we're doing. I plan for excursions and weather and things like that. And I like to change it up because, I don't know, I'm showing my outfits more and people are, I don't know. I guess I'm a fashion influencer. I'm not, but I get a lot of questions about clothes.
They voted that you have to continue the fashion stuff.
So we don't have a long packing cruise. Maybe we'll do one for the next one. We probably won't because we say that and then we just want to get packing over with.
We hate packing videos.
We hate packing.
I despise making packing videos.
I like watching them. I just don't want to make one.
Yeah, I hate the thought of making a packing video. That's just me.
Plus, we pack different than a lot of people, I would say.
Yeah, I take a lot of crap nobody would ever need.
It's true.
I'd be like, here's my camera, here's my backup camera, here's my splitter that I can't take on Royal Caribbean. Y'all, it had to happen. Trisha Bowman, I'm going on an MSC cruise for the first time. Do you know how many elegant nights on a 7-day cruise? Not sure if it is like Carnival where it is 2. 2. There you go.
Yeah. Should definitely be 2.
Lance, have y'all ever been to Bermuda? Twice. We really only got off once. But we had like 3 days.
Yeah.
If so, was it a good island to visit?
Oh, it's beautiful. Super clean, very safe, very expensive. So go into it knowing like what your budget is and where you want to spend it. But yeah, love it.
True. Like a delayed firework. I don't know what's going on outside.
I don't know.
Wu-Tang, where can we reach you to try and book a cruise? I have a cruise line price. Wondering if you could beat it. Now, beating cruise line prices is an interesting
I love that
concept.
question.
Yeah.
Just travel at ParoDeeJay.com. If you fill out a request a quote, I will get back to you as soon as I can. Beating prices is not always feasible because sometimes it's based on your loyalty.
Yeah.
I do get group rates and lots of cruise lines, and I'm able to do that. Sometimes onboard credit, but that's like big agencies can do that. I am a sole agent.
Yeah, ParoDeeJay.com/travel.
I said that.
Well, you did travel at ParoDeeJay.com, which is your email address. So you can either email, but don't, because a form is a much better way to do it.
I didn't say my email address.
Yeah. All right, Tampa, any idea of a good affordable camera for an Alaska cruise in August of 2025? Yours, we enjoy. Yours is kind of like, I think it's in the 300-ish range or something like that. And it's in our Amazon shop. ParoDeeJay.com/Amazon. But yeah, you just have the little pocket, Canon Power Shot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's great. It has really good zoom.
Look, I like Crazy Cat Traveler. La 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 la. Don't have anything to say. Just want my number 3 crown back.
I don't see the crowns anymore.
I turned them off.
No, you didn't.
No, I didn't. Kevin says, question, what are your top 3 favorite excursions in Iceland? You have me intrigued. Now, we still have 2 more Iceland videos getting ready to come out.
Has Vigar Island come out?
Yes.
Okay, so Vigar Island was really cool with the puffins.
Yeah, the only thing folks haven't seen yet is our 2 Reykjavik days, which we went with Elding again. We did a lot of bus travel Iceland.
We did. Yeah, so like the Golden Circle.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And probably Sky Lagoon. But that was like when we were staying there.
Yeah. So I guess if
I feel like you have to do a lagoon in Iceland.
I know. A lot of people like blue, and I'd like to try blue. I just like Sky so much because the water is clear.
It's by the beach.
The views are great.
It's adults only.
I have a hard time thinking I'd like anything better than Sky. I don't know.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. Because, Reykjavik, it would be like bus travel Iceland Golden Circle.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the... Vigar Island was...
Ísafjordur.
Ísafjordur. Oh, yeah, because Akureyri we did whale watching, which that was fun in and of itself.
If you're in the right season, that's good.
Yeah, Akureyri is usually the jump point to go to Lake Mývatn, because we did that whole Lake Mývatn tour with Saga. We've done a lot of fun things.
But the Golden Circle is always going to be a good option. You're going to see so much in one day, and it's just different landscapes. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I don't even know if I picked 3. I just talked. I don't think I picked a top 3, but there we go. And remember, you can always go to ParoDeeJay.com and click search by port, and you just scroll down to the name of an Icelandic port, and you'll see everything we've ever done. So, a walk in my shoes. I've made reservations for Del Mar Latino in Cozumel. Y'all convinced me in your excursion vlogs.
Oh, it's so good.
Such a cute little place.
Yeah.
And get the palomas.
Tell them we sent you.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're not going to do anything, but
that's fine.
Maybe they would not.
Tell them ParoDeeJay said hey and have a paloma for us, because I don't think palomas are on their menu, but they do have palomas.
So good.
Jenny says, hello from Inman, South Carolina. Where are you headed next? Carnival Vista to check out Celebration Key in about a week.
And hello.
Beth says, do you ever bring Febreze and sanitizing wipes? Is Margaritaville really dirty? Now,
no.
Are people thinking of Paradise? Because Paradise gets bad reviews.
They get them confused. The ship that we were on, Islander, no, it's lovely. It's just like the Spirit class for Carnival. They take really good care of it. I didn't find it to be dirty whatsoever. It was lovely. We do take hand sanitizer wipes.
Yeah.
And what was the other question?
Febreze.
Some sort of room spray. Yes.
With me in the room, you need the Febreze.
Oh, stop.
To make me disappear a little bit. So. Those are good things to bring. And no, that the ship is very clean feeling and pretty and well done.
We wouldn't have a group cruise on a ship that we didn't feel everybody would enjoy. We'll just put it that way.
Yeah, I think we chose that ship because it was like the biggest surprise. I was surprised as to how mainstream and how competitive they were, like the feel of it was.
And we loved it, yeah.
That's why the group cruise. Good point. Chad says, I notice you book a lot of guarantee cabins. Have you ever been placed in an upper lower? As a fellow member of the 6 Foot Club, I can't imagine it would be very comfortable.
We have not.
True.
I don't know.
Yes, the answer is no, and I hope not. I don't know that I've ever done guarantee interior on something like Carnival where they could give you an upper lower, but I guess other cruise lines
we have, because we ended up like on over the theater Mardi Gras, and I think that was a guarantee.
Okay, see, that was our spa cabin adventure, right? Because we had spa and then we did Havana.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, Team Carl says best Disney cruise tip is don't cruise on Disney. Take 3 to 5 other cruises for the same price as that one.
I mean, it's good.
Yeah, I could spend the same thing and say Royal Caribbean, because I could go take 2 or 3 other cruises for the price of a Royal Caribbean cruise. I know Team Carl likes Royal Caribbean.
Well, their prices are coming down.
Okay, good.
A little bit.
Let's see, we already talked about Celebration Key a little bit. Laura says our cruise is a week from yesterday, too.
What, Laura? No way.
Whoa.
What cruise are you on?
What the heck? Gary Murphy says, Prime Days are coming up. Don't you have a ParoDeeJay link? Seems I've heard once or twice. I say it a lot. Yeah, if you do ParoDeeJay.com/Amazon, there's a thing at the top that just says click here to go to Amazon's homepage, and you can click through and buy whatever you want. Or look at our suggested stuff.
Yeah. That would be cool.
Pretty much, I think 96% of what's in that store we have purchased and used. There's a few things we have not, but...
Oh, yeah, maybe so.
Let's see... Eric, I have not gotten upset about the new rewards program, but the nickel and diming at Celebration Key is bothering me, if true. Okay.
Yeah.
Tim says, Ding Dong, how's Mama J doing? Anything going on you weren't supposed to tell us about? There's a few things I'm not supposed to talk about. Like last time when we talked about, pee and stuff. So we're not going to talk about peeing. She's getting along well, though.
Yeah, she's doing better.
The recovery continues, and she has nice air conditioning in her car. That was the update this week. Team Carl wants to know, how many pool noodles are you going to rent at Celebration Key?
0.
We are going to buy a bunch at the Dollar Tree.
Oh, then we're going to sell them for less.
Correct.
Yeah, and make money.
We're going to undercut Carnival. We're going to be like the Shore Excursions group of pool noodles, where we're like half the price of the cruise line, but still making a good profit.
Guaranteed to get you back on the ship on time.
Picky Cruise Adventure says, booked a Viking cruise in the Netherlands. What was your favorite port?
Oh, gosh.
So this would be when we did the 35-day. I don't know if you're on the 14 or the 21 or one of those loops. I think I would need to know, are you going to Norway? You're probably doing Iceland if you're calling it a Viking cruise, I imagine.
Are they asking what our favorite port is in the Netherlands?
No, I think it's just on the Viking cruise. All right, I think we're going to have to get an idea of what countries you're going to. So let's look for Picky Cruise Adventures to tell us what countries will you be visiting. Is it Iceland? Is it Greenland? Is it Norway? Let's see. Matt says, Burlington. I went to Elon College and waited tables at the Cracker Barrel.
Oh, nice.
There we go. Eric Granger says $700 on a 4.5-month cruise is winning. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Eric, did you feel you needed kroner in Norway? Most people say don't bother. What was the exchange company you used? I think Iceland and Norway were the least helpful cash that I bought, and they were not really needed.
No, just if you're gonna buy, even like the markets took cards, they had like the little, phone zappy things. So I don't know.
Yeah. So for some reason, when
tipping's not like a huge thing.
No,
we still like to tip, but.
And it was Currency Exchange International, I think, or some such a thing. It's in the prep video of the World Cruise, but I think that was the name. So, AOK says, if someone made a blue cheese lasagna, would you eat it? Yes, I would eat it. I would have eaten that regular lasagna, but there was always something better. Tim says, do you miss home cooking? No, wait, does that mean do I miss
we're home.
Eating it, or do I miss cooking? I didn't really miss cooking all that much.
I like having control over all of the food that we eat. Yeah, that does help, but we tried pretty hard on the chip. So.
Yeah, I came back as a net zero, literally no loss but no gain on the cruise.
I lost some weight.
You actually were
toned up a lot.
Well, I could tell that I toned as well.
Yeah, your legs
so
are like
bad.
buff.
They got to carry me around all the time. Yeah, they are. Julie says, excited for you guys to go to Celebration Key. What are you looking forward to the most? Now, the one thing I look forward to the most is that they spelled it K-E-Y, so people will correctly pronounce it Key. Because there's a lot of these little islands where people don't know how to say Key.
Jumping in the pool after walking around all day, it's going to be so hot. No, I don't know. I'm just curious to see what they did with it. It doesn't look huge. I like that they have an adults only section that is not an extra pay thing. I think the bars with the swings is really cool. I doubt you'll ever get one because they're probably going to be so busy. I don't know. I think it's going to be interesting to just see what they have.
Tim says, is Jay wearing the new debarkation shirt tonight? Oh, see, I should make a debarkation shirt.
Gosh.
No, embarkation shirt. I think I pretty much have decided, so I guess I'm going to have to debut. Because if you missed it, many live streams ago, the old embarkation shirt, the pink and the green and the blue, it was voted out. So it's never to be worn on an embarkation day ever again. It's been voted off the island. But it wasn't that the concept was voted out. It was I have to pick a new one and stick with it. I didn't do that on Volendam.
Have you thought of one?
Yeah. Okay. But starting on Vista and onward, I will now have to have an official new embarkation shirt. It just cannot be the one that it used to be. Let's see. Love Travel says, D, you look fabulous.
Oh,
I like you guys worked out and did hikes and walks during your pole to pole.
Oh, yeah. I love walking. That's like my favorite. It's the most underrated exercise you can do, but it's fabulous.
Hey, and if you guys like random walking in ports... You're going to love the next few videos.
But there's nature and, like, fun commentary and, you'll like it.
Yeah. The last, the last 8 or 10 ports of this cruise were literally, like, we had been there before, and we're like, let's just walk around. We had fun. Joe L. wants to know, have you kept up with the daily workout regime back on land?
We certainly have. Every single day. I did day 4 of Grow with Joe and walk 2 miles today after church and all of that, because we usually do it in the morning, but yeah, and
I get too hot and sweaty on church mornings. I don't want to be sweating up in church. That's not a good scene. MG Player, your next world cruise, is it going to Asia?
Yes,
it is, focusing on Oceania, or Australia, New Zealand, and Asia.
Oh yeah, Oceania.
Judy says you could play water polo.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I can. Do you have to, like, swim good? Are they...
You're treading water the whole time,
Nope.
essentially. So, yeah, you definitely have to swim good. You're not standing. The water is, like,
lame.
deep.
That's lame.
They make so it's harder.
That'd be really stupid if they were just in, like, waist-deep water playing, like, some kind of...
As far as... And I've watched in the Olympics, and I'm pretty sure you're treading water the whole time.
That's terrible.
We didn't have that as a sport in school, so...
Synchronized swimming and...
I love synchronized swimming.
I like watching it.
It's so cool.
Like, they're all like, here, be synchronized with me. La, la, la,
do you remember we went on a cruise and they had synchronized swimming as an event?
Yes.
It was so funny.
The teams had to make up their own
so cute.
things and debut them. But
They did really good.
They could stand. Actually, the funny thing is, it was a shallow end to deep end pool, so some of the people could stand and some of them couldn't. So that was
I forget what ship that was, but it was funny.
Daniel says, isn't the Winter Olympics during your world cruise? You will miss the curling. Whoa.
We didn't watch it. They actually do.
Right.
I think they'll show on the TV, maybe.
I hope they do.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to just download videos of curling otherwise. Beer Master says, D, you take awesome pics and not talking about Jay's sock of the day.
Oh, I don't take that picture.
That's true. I don't force you to take that. That's just me and the phone. So, yeah, that doesn't work. Heidi says, ding dong, have you seen Emma has the cruise map and you can have cruises shown? Yeah, I've seen it go by in passing. I need to look more at that. Yeah. Christine says, ding dong, since Cannes, France is limiting cruise ships with over 1,000 people in 2026, when will cruise lines start to announce the changes in itineraries? It depends on if they've officially passed that, then I guess they're probably going to have to think of a new plan soon.
Yeah, the cruise line will be the first one to let you know if something changes. But yeah, no idea.
Oh, people are saying Ding Dong was from Laugh-In. Yeah, they used to have the little thing. Wasn't it the thing where they would like...
I've never
or am I thinking of Hee Haw? Wasn't it where they would like open a door and they would tell a joke and they'd say, well, stick that in your Funkin' Wagnalls, which was a dictionary. The Funkin' Wagnalls dictionary. I think that was Laugh-In.
How have I missed this show?
Is that Hee Haw? Y'all, am I getting Hee Haw mixed up with Laugh-In?
I didn't watch that.
Now, granted, I've watched a lot more Hee Haw than I have Laugh-In. I think I've seen 0 episodes of Laugh-In.
Yeah.
And I've seen at least 20 episodes of Hee Haw, because the family love Hee Haw. That and, what was that other country show we used to watch? Oh my gosh. Fandango. Oh, Fandango.
Like the movie company?
No. It was,
company.
No, I think it was a show on the Nashville network called Fandango.
They're saying Laugh-In.
It is Laugh-In. Yeah, Funkin' Wagnalls was not
Or
a very...
Gong Show.
A Hee Haw thing to say. I used to watch Showtime at the Apollo, where they would come out and the guy with the hook would pull you off the stage.
No, there was something called the Gong Show, I think.
There was, too.
I've never watched.
People would do a thing and they go, dong, and you had to leave if they rang the gong. I like the one where the guy would dance out and hook them and take them off the stage at the Apollo. I love that.
Mean.
I love that as a kid. I can't remember. The Sandman. The Sandman would come out with his hook and he would like, doot, 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 and pull them off the stage.
Oh, I'd be so sad.
Oh, man, when I was a kid, I would root for the audience to start booing because you knew when a boo started, that Sandman was going to come out and he was going to get that person off the stage.
You're a nice person. I can't imagine that.
It was funny. You laughing at other people's misfortune? It's funny.
Nice.
Eric says, I remember the live show that Ding Dong started. Yeah, and then it became Clang Clang. Brad Baker pioneered the Clang Clang. Yeah, I remember too because we were going to say... that we wanted you to put the word question in capital letters at the beginning of a question so I could scan for them easier. And then I decided for some reason it needed to be a doorbell. Oy, oy, oy. Andrew says, when are you updating the wall behind you? Yeah.
What's wrong with it?
Well, we haven't put any new stuff up there.
How do you know?
Nothing.
You can't see everything.
That's true. But nothing from the pole to pole, at least unless we snuck something up there, nothing from the pole to pole is actually behind us right now.
Not yet.
Yeah, I want to do we need levels back there. It's just finding time. I just.
Time is,
I'm always mowing the grass. So.
We have been very busy with family stuff, but that's okay.
Oh, Nicole says it was a tropical storm. I think the name was Chanel.
Yeah, that sounds correct.
Wow.
Chanel or Chantal
was this
or something
the
like
tropical storm number 5 for the year?
Chanel number 5.
I guess it would be number 3 technically. Chanel number 3. Douglas Coffin, wasn't there an I'm with Ding Dong shirt or mug or something? Yeah, we've got, actually those are, is that these? Oh my gosh, I can't point. No. I think those white things.
Lauren gave it to us.
Yeah. I think they're back there. I know where they are if not.
I think they're in our cabinet, actually. Yeah, because we used to drink coffee out of them all the time.
I know where they are. They're in the kitchen. But yeah. Mary Ellen Dillon says, my apartment was a Pokemon Go gym. A lot of people parking in my space late at night.
Oh, no, Mary
Yeah,
Ellen.
people would go up there
Oh, no.
and then they have to sit there because you can't leave the gym and you have to do your battle and then you can... Yeah.
Well, that's not very fun.
Team Carl, official poll needed. Replace ding dong with ping pong on the chat. Carl, if you get a crown, I will run your poll.
Oh.
You can't see the crowns. I'm so confused.
Yeah, they've kind of gone away in the later chat, so I don't know.
Apparently, Jackie Byers asked ChatGPT about the origins of ding dong, and it says it was a reflection of my engaging personality and the playful nature of the content.
I have not used ChatGPT.
I just don't even want to.
That's funny, though.
I know. I can't bring
How
myself.
does it know that? It's creepy.
I can't bring myself to do it. Amy says, I just got back from doing the Hawaii to Alaska 16-day cruise on Norwegian. We used Guide Along for Hawaii and loved it. Do they have one for Alaska?
I think for
I know they have some stuff up
the
in...
Alcan, maybe?
Maybe.
Yeah, like somewhere in Canada does.
Not the port you would go to on a cruise
No,
that
I
I've
don't
seen.
think so either, yeah.
I've not looked at the updates in a while, but they had like Rocky Mountains and they had, there's some stuff, and I think they might actually have one for the Alcan.
If you go to that same website, I think it lists all of them, but I don't, off the top of my head, remember.
Mike Hood says, do y'all play a Mexican train game? I've got it in the room, actually.
We do.
That's the Dominoes. Yeah, our
bought it.
friend
We haven't-
Mike.
Yeah.
Mike taught us to play Mexican train in Gatlinburg.
I know.
Daggone. Beth Litchman, hello, darkness, my old pea. Yeah. Alan says, what is your favorite specialty restaurant on any cruise line? I lean towards Eden.
Same.
I also lean towards Eden.
Eden is my favorite, by far.
Whenever I go on deck 5, I go like this. That's me leaning towards Eden. Picky says, what season did you visit the Netherlands? Now, we did our river cruise in November. Which was very rainy.
That's really rainy.
But we visited a lot of the Netherlands in November of 23, I think it was. And then we did the cruise out of the Netherlands. I don't remember. It was last year. It was, but we didn't really focus on the Netherlands. That sounds right. Yeah. August, September. We didn't focus on the Netherlands in that one, really. It was more about where we were going.
And then we just went to a few stops recently. Yeah.
This is true. Nicole says there were crowns on Tony's live the other day. Okay,
Weird.
so
Okay.
if you don't know to turn them off, apparently they do that. Crowns show on my computer, but not on my iPhone. Oh, and you're on a Google.
Maybe that's why.
Maybe. All right, I don't have time to
My
stop and
phone's
look at my
cooler
phone.
than yours. No, it's not.
Help me. Okay, so now I'm finally down to where Crazy Cat Traveler sent that message to get the crown back. So let me go ahead and just look for questions.
Okay.
Let's see. Tracy. Oh, I can click that too. I'm number 7. Oh, so everybody can look at the top fans list. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Nellie says, ding dong, not a question. The algorithm had me watching the Honey Boo Boo parody. Oh man.
That is old.
That was back in the day. Yikes. Karen going on a New England Canada cruise. That's what I say. In the middle of October, what kind of weather can I expect?
New England, Canada.
That's good for like leaf changing.
Leaf changing. It's chillier though. Definitely layers. I don't know how much like rain they get that time of year though.
Yeah,
I would always bring something waterproof.
Yeah, I would say just prepare for it.
Yeah. Better to have than have not.
Mike T. Just want to ask if you guys have check OU. I think the message came through.
I don't know.
It sounds like he was going to say ask if we've checked out something, but I don't know. Oklahoma University. Is that what OU is?
Definitely check that out.
I guess not. All right. Let's get that. Thomas, are you going to buy extra food on Celebration Key?
I don't know.
Like after using our voucher?
I don't usually eat more than one meal for like lunch these days. So
for research.
But we'll probably do where we each get something from a different venue.
Yeah.
And then when we go back, we'll try other things.
We'll have to coordinate with Ricky and Laura.
I'm not wasting my coupon thing on like a hamburger that I can get on the ship and stuff.
Good.
So I want something like more unique.
I want a lobster.
Not that there's anything wrong with hamburgers.
Ricky, I'm going to get a steak with my voucher. Can we get steaks with our... chicken nuggets with our voucher?
You can probably get chicken strips, yeah.
Did you hear that? Okay.
I don't know for sure.
Jackie says, for my first Viking River cruise, should I try to time it with the Christmas markets? If that's a priority for you, then heck yeah.
That would be cool.
The pricing is higher, but yeah, if that is your priority for going on the rivers, yeah.
Always.
Tim Johnson, what was the off-site parking you used for Fort Lauderdale? That is Park by the Ports.
It's great.
You park at the Dania Beach, I can't say that word right.
It's the casino.
You park at the Dania Beach Casino.
Dania? I don't know either.
People have tried to tell me, because I think I said Dania Beach, and they said I was wrong.
Oh.
So, anyway.
You can't always be
I'm going to say the Dania Beach Casino.
D is short for ding dong. You're right, Carl.
Yeah, ding dong. K&K, would y'all cruise MSC Yacht Club again? Would you pay outright or go through the bidding process? Would you do Yacht Club again?
Yeah. I definitely would.
I forgot you can bid on it, can't you?
You can, but I feel like I don't know if
You're
you
not
got all
gonna
the
get it.
benefits if you bid on it. There was something about that. I'd have to go read on it again. Maybe you do.
But the answer is yes.
There's some cruise line that if you bid on it, you don't get all the benefits.
You're
if you
right.
I don't think it's MSC though.
I remember you telling me that, but yeah, not MSC maybe. But yes, we would do that again.
For sure.
Just not right now.
It sells pretty well though, so even bidding on it is hard these days.
Yeah, those rooms sell out.
They do.
The interiors especially.
Oh gosh.
Challenger guy, how many episodes are left on Pole to Pole series? It is going to be 70 episodes in total. I think, are there 60 out? Is tomorrow 61 or something like that? So you got about 10 left. And then we're going to do wrap up where we talk about all the extra expenses, and we have a couple of other little extra videos.
Yeah.
Then we'll be getting into Vista.
Yes.
Anita says, did you guys get your mail after you got back? And if so, did you do a mail video? We did check the mail.
Oh, like I thought personal mail.
But I think we have maybe like 2 letters, and we have not done a video. We normally wait till we get like 5 pieces of mail before we do a video. Yeah. So no video has happened yet. Nothing has been opened. Okay, are you staying in room U109 on Elation? We should have, just for
no, I don't remember what room.
It's not U109. Pretty sure we're down in the basement, because I like the basement. It starts with a R, so we're down in the basement. David Perry, whatever happened to your camera that got wet on the Pole to Pole cruise? I haven't turned it on since we got home, but it didn't work when I checked it a few weeks
Luckily,
afterwards.
we brought a backup.
Yeah, so the poor, what is it called? Osmo Pocket 3, number 1, is, I think, still waterlogged. I don't know if I can send it off to be fixed, but we are currently using the backup camera, which is now the main camera. Picky Cruise, what hotel suggestions for Antwerp? Never stayed there.
It was just a port stop, so no idea. Yeah.
Brad West, any new cruises to announce tonight? I'm not wearing the new cruise announcement shirt, so that's a no, because you know what the new cruise announcement shirt looks like, and it's not this. It's almost 9.
Oh, yes it is.
All right, let me see. I am 30 minutes. Oh, well, let me roll
well,
back.
Now you're not.
I was at 8:27 in chat. There we go. I think I was right. Yeah, I was right about
there.
Here.
There it is.
So there's people. Yeah, Jackie Byers got number 1. Lisa wanted to give Dee a special shout out for your outstanding puffin photos in Iceland. The one with 3 puffins together should be blown up into a poster. I thought you meant you wanted to blow up the puffins.
No. Yeah, I definitely waited until they turned like a perfect angle and like zoomed in. So yeah, that was really fun taking those pictures.
Paisley Gray, can't wait to see Celebration Key video going at the end of the month. Will they be up pretty quick? Yeah, we'll have some stuff out hopefully by the time you go. That should be fine. Yeah. Mary Dieter, we take our own inflatables on private islands. Oh, you used to take your hammock.
It's right there.
It's right over there, actually.
I'll probably bring it. I don't know if you can use it in the pool, but I don't need one in the pool.
Oh, true. And don't take them in Royal's pool at Coco.
Although he did let me keep it.
Because we pretended we couldn't read.
No, we didn't read it.
All right. Tim says, Ding Dong, have you mapped it out for your video content? Is there a chance of missing the 3 per week between the 2 Carnival trips and the group cruise? We're still going to plan to do 3 videos per week, but there are not going to be 3 cruise vlogs per week. No. That is not physically possible. But yeah, we're still planning on doing port guides and cruise-related videos, bringing back Foodie Friday, and just some other random things. Yep. So 3 videos a week is the goal, but not cruise vlogs. Because, yeah.
Some type of video.
Jackie says, please put your pole to pole on the cruise globe and show it. That would be wild. Oh, that's funny.
We could. Yeah.
Mary Ellen, Pearl Cove Beach Club. Okay, yeah. See, I don't know the names of things. I'll learn. That's what the thing is called, the secret mode where you slide people money at Celebration Key.
Oh, you know, I do.
And they let you.
I have a notebook full of notes from the training I took. But, like, all the names are new, and, yeah, it's a lot.
Michael says, I'm going to Harvest Key next April. What is your snorkeling recommendation? Oh, gosh. We've really only explored Harvest Key 1 time.
We stayed in the pool.
Yeah, we did that. We did that in Monkey River, that river boat thing last time we went.
Yeah, the first time we literally stayed in the pool.
At Harvest? Okay, let me get my private islands right.
They have the
What is the one with the vendor area that we had to walk through? to get to the other side. Is that Harvest?
Yeah.
Or is that Labadee?
Well, Labadee. Oh, no, that's Labadee.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then Harvest is the one with the zip lines over the ocean.
And it has the cool, like, rainforest thing that you can walk through on the side. Harvest is lovely, and they have a beautiful ocean. I've just never been in it.
Yeah, I don't think... Well, I remember being in the ocean at the place where there was a zip line going over our heads. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's Labadee.
I'm thinking of Labadee then.
Yeah.
All right, never mind.
Wait, is that Labadee?
We don't know.
Shoot.
Is the question. Yeah, see, these are places that we really have not been, like, maybe but one time, and they've gotten tangled up with other places.
Actually.
We'll watch our own video, and then we'll let you know.
If it was, the water was not great for snorkeling, because it was, like, really dark pebbles, and the clarity wasn't there. Right. I don't remember.
What was the one where we rode the thing, and we got off the train, and then they told us we had to get on another one, and then we went, and there were, like, signs about a fishbowl being out in the water, but we could never find the fishbowl. I don't know. I remember the experience, but I couldn't tell you where we were. All right.
We'll have to go watch our own video.
It's 9 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, y'all. I am at 8:30 in chat, so I usually do run consistently 30 minutes behind until about the last 15 minutes. Welcome to the live stream. If you've never been here before, too bad. 9 o'clock is Orange Hat Hour, and we don't even have to explain why Orange Hat Hour exists. Just appreciate that it does. Daniel says, have you ever seen a Texas blue bonnet? Well, that's appropriate since I just put my bonnet on.
Like a flower? Is it a flower?
No, I could Google it. I've seen, is it butter? Blue bonnet butter?
No. That's blue bunny ice cream.
Chris Lows, if you pay for the pool noodles, do you at least get to whack John Hild with it? I kid.
Know.
A favorite drink is Dr. Pepper. Oh gosh, we're talking about sodas back here.
Yeah, we were way behind.
All right, let's look for question marks. Okay, this is where I was talking about John Hild. Look how far behind I am.
Yeah, that's all right.
What? Blackberry Dr. Pepper Zero. That's a lot of words.
Whoa, that sounds good.
That'd be cool. Beth loves the Argentinian sweater that you got, the multicolor one.
Me too. It is so warm.
Daniel says, do you think Carnival will use freestyle machines like Royal? No, I do not.
Maybe on the newer ships.
Okay.
Like that they're building.
Oh, the big gigantic ones.
Yeah,
well,
maybe.
As of right now, I've not seen any inklings that they're happening. So, Bridge. Oh, there's talking about the backup camera. We did not get it fixed. No. Oh, Team Carl says the web version of YouTube shows crowns and the app version does not. It must be an iPhone thing.
Maybe.
Okay.
I'm not in the app. Oh wait, I am in the app.
Yeah, because your Pixel does show it. Maynard Hodges, I would love to go on your next world cruise. Hey, I know a travel agent that can hook you up. ParoDeeJay.com/travel.
I have booked a few people.
Hashtag ad.
Yeah.
It's funny. Larry, we are going to the Greek islands out of Athens in September. Any thoughts of things to do in Crete? Now, we were planning that whole Mediterranean jig. I don't remember, because we didn't do it. I don't remember what we were planning to do.
We have notes somewhere. We'll try and find them.
So chat, if you know of things to do in Crete. I don't think we were even going to Crete on our show. Dang. Kathleen says, I've been watching your videos for a couple of years, and you two make a lovely couple.
Aw,
especially now with the hat on. Thank you for that. That wasn't a question, but I had to read that one out loud. Dave says, question, do you have a port guide for the Mexican Riviera ports? Not yet.
No. We should work on that.
Yeah, maybe.
We've been there, I think, enough to do that.
I know. I feel like, okay, I can't really do Ensenada. I need more Ensenada experience, but we could probably do Cabo and Puerto Vallarta.
Mazatlan, maybe?
Every time we go to Mazatlan, we'd like do a food tour, which is amazing, but I think...
We did a wine tour.
In Mazatlan?
Oh, that was in... Yeah.
You know the thing with Jeffrey? Yeah, it was Ensenada.
Ensenada. Ay.
Yeah. Precisely. Well, the hat almost fell off the back of my head. No, it's jaunty. It's jaunty. It's jaunty. It's jaunty. Don't do it. Cruise Addict Junkie, curious on when you think the Carnival Vista videos will start coming out. We are going in August.
Immediately. Well, not all of the videos.
No, we'll have to put out some information about Celebration Key. But then the actual Vista, I mean, we've done Vista before.
Multiple times.
Yeah, this is our third time on Vista. So don't look for like super special Vista content necessarily. But we will do a proper vlog series.
Yeah.
It'll be sometime in August, I would say. Because we don't get back from that trip until like the 27th of July. So yeah, probably second or third week of August. Mm-hmm. Alex says, I have been on an MSC cruise, and next month I'm going on Celebrity. What is the biggest difference between the two of them?
Oh, gosh.
Celebrity is going to feel like a lot more luxurious experience overall, I would say, than MSC.
The food is going to be a lot different.
Massively better.
Celebrity's food is really not that. So MSC gets a bad rep for food, but what did we do? Seaside with Ricky and Laura recently, and the food was fantastic. They had amazing selection in the buffet. It depends on the ship you pick.
Yeah.
The pizza's great, but the shows are going to be a lot different.
I think the dining room is what people complain about.
Yeah,
I agree with them.
The customer service is probably going to be a lot different.
Better on Celebrity.
We have had interesting customer service on MSC, but I don't know.
Yeah, it'll be a more upscale experience if you are used to MSC. Of course, yeah.
Yeah, I think you'll like it.
Crazy Cat Traveler, is it totally a dream to think that Icon prices might go down when Star launches?
No, I've seen the prices dropping here and there a little bit, so I think it will.
Paisley Gray, have you been on Carnival Celebration? Yes, we have.
Yes.
And if so, did you like the seafood restaurant? Is that Rudy's? Have we only done Rudy's on Mardi Gras? Rudy's in general.
2 or 3 times.
Yeah, Rudy's in general we do enjoy.
Yes.
I think the first time we did it was like the best.
It was the best. It was really good.
And that was really.
They don't mean the Seafood Shack, right?
If you mean the Seafood Shack, no. Avoid it at all costs.
He's just bitter because it replaced the Tandoor restaurant on some of the ships.
Not even on that ship.
No.
Yeah, but if it's Rudy's, Rudy's
is good.
And like Rudy was there that first. Anyway.
Yeah.
Kali wants to know question: puffins or penguins? Penguins.
There's more of a variety. Puffins are cute though.
Yeah, I know of 3 types of puffins, and I know of at least like 6 types of penguins. So,
true.
Penguins.
Penguins walk them.
Travel Flirt, what's up?
Hey.
Asking for a friend. Is there any curry to be had on Margaritaville perchance? Maybe in the dining room?
Maybe.
They're not the ones that do an everyday tikka. I'd have to go back and look at my menu. I feel like their everyday item. There's a cruise line.
There is.
Where every day is basically like a tikka masala, and that's on there every single day.
I don't think it's Margaritaville.
Okay.
I don't know though.
I wish it was. So we didn't. Possible. But it's going to be in the MDR. It's not going to be anywhere else, I don't think.
If you ask very sweetly, Caroline or Mel.
Did you just say if you ask sweet Caroline? Okay, carry on.
They will probably make it for you.
That's actually true.
They will go down to the employee crew area and get you some really good food.
If you seek Amy, I have to say that one very carefully because I love that joke. Penguins are much easier to see, and the puffins are really tiny and much further away.
That's
so
true.
She's Team Penguins. I love that name. Team Carl says, in your 133 days of going from pole to pole, did you run across a Tandoor? We were not in the right part of the world. Maybe next year.
Gibraltar, we might have. You could.
Oh, I did. I got curry at the grocery store.
You did. Actually, yeah. See? Because in the UK, curry is really big. So
yeah.
You said it wasn't that good.
I went to, the curry that I got at Morrison's was good, but it was not like life-changing at all.
No.
But yeah. Let's see. Josh and Shell. We are sailing on Spirit. That's Carnival Spirit. Out of Mobile in 2027, 8 days to the Bahamas. Is the Spirit class still your favorite? We're excited. It will be the smallest ship we've ever been on.
For Carnival,
yeah,
yes.
Still. I think, because we say Celebrity, like, Edge class is kind of our favorite, like, ship, but for Carnival,
it just has a nice feeling to it. We don't know. That's why we picked Margaritaville, because it's literally a Spirit class ship. So.
It's like you took your favorite Carnival ship and slapped Jimmy Buffett up the side of it. Yeah,
it's awesome.
Michael says, when is your Virgin cruise to Alaska next year?
Something.
Boom! Brilliant lady.
11th.
June 11th. That is where, in fact, we are going. It's 12 nights. We picked the longest itinerary that they had.
We want to make sure they're doing Alaska properly.
Yeah. Bridget wants to know, what is your preference? Cold weather cruises or warm/hot weather cruises? All right. Hot, get it right out.
But I can snorkel in warm weather. But I do prefer cold weather more.
You think?
Yeah.
If you could only do one...
I can snorkel in Alaska. It's fine.
There you go.
I would pick cold.
Cold weather.
I don't know.
Nellie says, I say K, not key, since people mispronounce my Hawaii. Why do they... Hawaii. So K it is, no key. Why? That's just sad. Tim says, can we do a poll about overturning the previous poll and bringing back Embarkation Shirt? I don't think it would win yet. I feel like we need to go through a few vlog sets of people missing
They're
it.
like, where's the shirt?
Right. I feel like people need to miss it. Because you also voted to overthrow it, technically.
I did?
And your vote counted for like 50% of the votes.
Stop.
So, not really. Jennifer, I miss the old embarkation shirt. Will you ever bring it on a cruise again? I might wear it occasionally as just a random day shirt. I'm probably not going to take it.
On a group cruise, you should at least bring it.
No, I don't want to bring it on that one. I'm banning it completely.
I'll pack it.
No. Okay, maybe. It's very festive. Maybe, but I'm not.
It's like Jimmy Buffett kind of fun. We're going to Key West. You have to bring it. You just wear it in Key West.
I can't wear it on embarkation day.
You wear it in Key West. It's fine.
Yeah, Douglas says embarkation shirt is now new cruise announcement shirt. Yeah, that's what we made. Bob says, question about cruise line loyalty.
Okay.
Been to Alaska twice on Carnival and once on Celebrity. I love the ship on Celebrity, which is Summit, but I like the experience on Carnival. Thoughts. Now, we've said Carnival Corp gives us our favorite Alaska experiences.
Because we've done Celebrity to Alaska, and while we had an amazing time, I didn't feel like it was any different than a Celebrity ship in the Bahamas or the Caribbean. Whereas on Carnival, it's more immersive. So we feel the same. Yeah.
Yeah, Carnival Princess in Holland.
They just do a better job with Alaska.
Literally, our favorites.
But if you have a favorite cruise line, we say take that to Alaska because it'll be an experience you're used to.
Keith says, Carnival, are you listening? The answer is no. Let your drink package work in your private destinations, please.
We hear you.
Yeah, Carnival doesn't because they're not watching
we
this.
Hear you.
We do.
About it.
We hear you. Anna says, do you go to Mass on cruises or watch it online? I always see a chapel and wonder if they hold Mass.
So we're not Catholic, but they did have Mass and regular, Christian services. That is Christian.
Multi-rite.
But, they had, a rabbi on our cruise. There's all sorts of different religions. So it was really cool to see that they did that on the pole to pole.
Yeah, it was like a rabbi, a preacher, and a priest walk into a bar. No, that's a bad setup for a joke. But yeah, I think they had 3 religions represented on the World Cruise.
I didn't mean to say it wasn't Christian.
No, I know. There's a difference between...
That's why live streams are hard, because I can't always say what I mean, but I have no ill intentions, just so you're aware.
Because you've got Catholicism.
Yeah.
What do you call... the other people?
I don't know.
Protestantism? I don't know. This is why...
Christianity? I don't know. We're not going there. Anyway.
Guys, I really don't know. I plead ignorant on that one. I don't know, the philosophy of, religion history and wording.
Too bad.
Frank says, I saw your old embarkation shirt at Kohl's. Now, that wouldn't have been the exact one, I'm sure.
It's probably closed.
Yeah. So I asked my wife if I could buy it, and that was a hard no.
She said no.
Yeah, no, mine does come... Now, mine came from king size, but you know the scandalous thing? I just got a king size catalog in the mail, this last week, and I opened it to the page where they show all the colors of shirts on it. That one is not there anymore.
They sold it out.
Y'all bought all of them, and they can't even keep the stock up.
I think Carl bought them all.
He probably did. All the other colors are there, but that one's not there anymore.
Yeah.
So, Kathleen, I missed what cruise line is the next world cruise. Do I have it on here?
Princess.
It's this thing on Princess. We're doing the red and the blue line, where you go from Fort Lauderdale through the Panama Canal all the way around down to New Zealand, Australia, up through the Southeast Asia and a lot of Japan, and then you jump back over to Alaska. So it is Coral Princess. Beth, I like the Sunday Lives because it reminds me of Sunday dinner with family when I was younger.
Aw, thank you.
All right, there's where we finally got down to talking about the Gong Show. Frank and Jen, what workout program are y'all doing?
So it's just a YouTube video. It's called Grow with Joe, and she has it's called 20-10-5. Yeah. It's like a 5-day program we just do over and over and over again, and then I walk on the treadmill and he does the exercise bike. But it incorporates cardio, weights, and core. So I love it. It's all in one in about 35 minutes to 40 minutes every day.
Yeah. Oh, Funkin' Wagnalls was encyclopedia. There you go. I knew it was something.
And it's J-O.
Yeah, Grow with Joe.
She has
J-O.
thousands of videos, though, so you can find whatever you like.
Yeah, we just scrolled back, and I think they were posted within the last few months. We didn't have to scroll too far back to find that thing we're doing, the 5-day repeating set. Natuzi says, what suggestions do you have for Barcelona? We had to cancel our pre-cruise excursion. Now, we've been exactly once to Barcelona. We did the Montserrat and Sagrada Familia excursion. So Parkway, that's right. So if you saw that one video, that is all of our Barcelona experience.
So that,
Barcelona.
There you go, through Shore Excursions Group. Yeah.
True. Now, we
walked around, didn't film it, La Ramblas. La Ramblas.
Oh,
to
yeah.
go shopping and things like that, which was fun.
Yeah, so you can either just roam. Sagrada Familia is the main thing that people want to see. And I think if we get back to Barcelona, we would do maybe an inside visit of
for
Sagrada
sure.
Familia.
Yes.
Just to focus on that. But Daniel says, how much does Norwegian change their cruise plans that are years down the road? So like...
Oh, like ports?
I guess itineraries and yeah.
Yeah, a lot. I get lots of notifications for clients that they've like changed times or swapped itineraries and things like that just from ports. But... yeah, quite a bit.
Okay. Picky Cruise Adventures. Oh, is this where I asked about the list of ports?
Oh,
Holland and Belgium. Well, that kind of sounds like what we did on our river cruise, except we didn't go to a lot of those places.
Kinderdijk is the windmills.
Yeah, so you're doing a river cruise. So if you go check out our Amacerto series.
Well, she said Viking.
Oh, this is Viking.
Yeah.
Oh.
He or she, I don't know by the name.
I thought that they meant that they were going out of Amsterdam and doing like the Viking voyage to Norway.
I think they meant...
Oh, it's a river cruise.
So the only one we've been to is Rotterdam and Kinderdijk.
And
Antwerp.
Antwerp's
gorgeous.
Yeah. But I would say just watch our Amacerto series because what we did, that's all we know.
Yeah.
So yeah, but we could at least have some insight on like 3 of those ports, and we did excursions through the cruise line because they were included.
Oh, because Viking should include them too. So
yeah.
Let's
see. Walk in my shoes. Speaking of currency, do you recommend having pesos available on the group cruise, or will credit cards and U.S. currency be sufficient for the ports?
We've never taken.
I have never taken a peso to Mexico.
No,
which is really funny.
They love dollar bills.
Yeah. So I would not worry about pesos. Like anywhere in the Caribbean, people they love dollars. It seems like, unless anybody knows differently. But yeah. Vic Vickers, do you have to book a certain amount of time in advance to get the free offerings like drink and food packages for Norwegian?
No, it's just more at sea. It's a combined rate that you can book when you book the cruise. So.
And a cruise, when will you do more port guides? I started watching because I loved them, but noticed no new ones for years. This is true. The only ones we've done since COVID, I think, is the Alaska series.
Yeah.
But yeah, whenever we have a lull in cruise vlogs,
there'll be more.
We'll put out port guides.
In the 3 months we're home. Don't worry.
Why not? Keith Anthony, do a live from Celebration Key. It'll be a good test for the Wi-Fi. Do they even have the Wi-Fi? I'm sure.
That's one thing I didn't find out in the training is if the Wi-Fi, if you have it, if it works on the island. My guess is going to be no. But I don't know.
Now, we're going to be busy running around trying to get actual good video content. I don't think I would have the time to focus on a live stream.
That wouldn't really be fair for the video.
I know. Laura, will the Maple Leaf finally make an appearance next week?
Do you know how long we've looked for that, Laura?
Look,
I have no idea where it is.
We've tried.
I saw one in Canada, and I was like, we should buy it. He's like, we have one.
It's like when the goldfish dies and you go get a replacement goldfish. We're going to find it eventually. We're gonna find.
You could buy you some maple leaf earrings or something.
Yeah. There's Cheryl also asking about Pokemon Go. That's funny. Is there a great resurgence? I wonder. Well, I mean, we do have the Eevee over there, but yeah, we years ago played Pokemon Go, and we did exactly one Pokemon Go video.
Well, we played for a while.
Yeah. Gary Murphy. I'm thinking of the guy not taking the walking stick. I think we're back in the Lavada de Referta video.
That scared me to death.
How did you not yell out and say something like, "For the love of Pete, man, get you a walking stick before you go tumbling down that hill"?
We talked to the guide, and we're like, hey, psst, this guy is about to fall off this mountain. And he made him do it. Yeah, it was bad.
It was more his place to tell the guy to do it.
Because his wife didn't tell him either. So.
No, his wife was just over talking to him, I think. Kathleen, oh no. What is your favorite place you have cruised to, and what is your number one you still want to see?
I mean, that's not fair.
See, we have a hard time picking a favorite place that we've ever cruised to.
We've been to a lot of places a lot of times.
Right. I'm always struck by, now we have limited experience with Ireland, but I'm always struck by Ireland and Scotland for some reason. That's just like my place.
I like the British Isles as well. I don't know if it's my favorite, because I can't pick a favorite other than like Alaska, but I'm not allowed to pick that, he said. So
you are allowed to pick whatever.
Want to go to is much easier. That would be the Galapagos.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, and I mean, I'm curious about the Galapagos too.
Yeah?
I'm not going to be all snorkeling and like touching. Where do you go? You
Hammerhead
touch boobies?
Sharks and
they have boobies there, don't
boobies.
they? Yeah, it's
tortoises, giant
It's after
tortoises.
9:00. We can talk about touching boobies now. It's a bird. It's a bird.
You don't touch them.
I'm not going. I want to pet a boobie.
You can't.
Gosh. T-Bode says, forgot to tell you, I used your code for Safe Cruise parking in Miami, and the discount worked. Yeah, they extended our discount in Miami, I think, so it's forever now.
Definitely.
Or at least through the end
nice.
of this year, because they said enough people used the code where they're like, okay, we'll keep that. Because I think it was supposed to expire at the end of 24.
It was. She reached out to us and was like, hey.
Yeah, she's like, I'm going to make your code permanent now. So
it's very nice.
Connie says, I've been here since the beginning, but just got my notification on my phone at 8:53 that you're live now.
Weird. Okay.
YouTube's too busy with these crowns.
Which I no longer see.
I don't see the crowns either anymore.
I think they just went away.
Did they take crowns away in the middle of this? Okay. Scott says, hey, late to the show. Sorry if I missed it. What was your favorite port in each continent that you visited? Okay, wait, okay. Now we can think about these kind of things.
North America, South America, Europe, Asia, and Australia, Africa.
I never learned that song.
These are the continents. Anyway.
Okay, let's start with North America.
Okay.
Because we started
in Florida.
Well, okay.
No.
Now, in the North American continent, that would include the Dominican Republic. Mm-hmm. I almost said Colombia. No, it doesn't. The Dominican Republic, Panama.
Yeah.
That's it, actually. We didn't. Costa Rica. And then, of course, what you guys haven't seen, which is called Greenland, Canada, and back down the U.S. coast, which was the end of the circle.
I'm just including this part.
Okay. So, of those...
Costa Rica for me, because of nature.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. It's so nice.
I don't think we did anything in Canada or Greenland that was more exciting than what we did in Costa Rica.
Nah.
So, Punta Arenas, Costa Rica.
Yeah. South America.
Skip South America for now.
So long.
All right, let's come back to... let's think about South America. So, we went to Ecuador.
Yeah.
We had one port in Ecuador.
Chile, Argentina.
We had 2 in Chile, which was supposed to be 3, but that didn't. We had... I lose count now because Argentina we had like 2 or 3 in Argentina. We had 57 in Brazil.
He's not wrong.
There was at least 20 places in Brazil.
Because the Amazon is in Brazil. Fun fact.
So a lot of Brazil.
Some of it.
And, the Amazon's big. Did y'all know that?
And then do you count like Ushuaia?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's Argentina. You have to count Uruguay and... What's the other one? There's another big one that I've just forgotten. I don't know. It's fine. French Guiana. That's okay. Gosh, where...
Peru. I'm just going to say Peru.
Okay, let's just go country. Favorite country that you visited?
Peru.
All right.
I don't know.
I'll take Brazil because we sure did enough of it.
Well, that's true.
There we go.
He got that one, though.
Then they said...
Antarctica.
Well, they said skip Antarctica.
Dang it.
All right, now Africa is a little easier because we did...
Senegal.
The Gambia and Senegal.
Morocco.
And we had the 2 places in Morocco. Now, going in the big mosque in Morocco was cool.
I'd still say Senegal.
I'm going to say the safari truck ride that we did.
We didn't get enough time in Morocco.
Yeah. We did not. So that's going to win. Senegal is going to win that one, Dakar. When we got in Dakar and saw all the animals. And then we have to go to Europe.
Oh,
so that's going to be Barcelona, Gibraltar, all the way up Portugal. Remember?
Portugal.
Lisboa and Porto. Leixos, whatever you call it. Portugal. That's it. What about Belgium? What about the Netherlands?
They're all good.
What about... They are. Oh, and you have to have... All of Norway is in there.
Oh, shoot.
Iceland is in there.
See, there's too many. And they're all different experiences. We love them all. The end.
I just fell asleep. What is my favorite? Portugal.
I do think we'll have to think about that.
We will. Portugal. That's not going to be in the wrap-up. I'm not answering that in the wrap-up. Kathleen, how do I get you to answer one of my questions? You have ignored all 4. I think we've answered the questions. Well, we tried. Now, remember, we're consistently at least 30 minutes behind in chat. So
and if it's a super personal question, not that I'm saying it is, we don't answer those.
I don't think Kathleen's were. No, but anyway, if we got to this point at 8:54 p.m. to read that one and we didn't answer one, put it in there again, because we'll answer it again. But I'm pretty sure that we've answered at least 1 or 2 of Kathleen's questions.
Sorry if we haven't, Kathleen.
Amy Tracy says, will EECC be on your group cruise? Not that I'm aware of.
No.
Josh wants to know, will we sail MSC out of the new terminal in Galveston? I would like to, but no plans to go to Galveston as of yet.
I'm just looking for Kathleen's question.
Plus, Margaritaville is apparently supposed to be going to Galveston, even though that was a secret that was told out of turn. So that'd be cool.
That's where she asked that.
Daniel says, are you going to eat all your pole-to-pole snacks before you go on the Carnival Vista? No, we will eat them after we come back from Carnival Vista.
We just answered her question. It was, what was your favorite place? And
I thought so.
Okay. You're good, Kathleen.
Yeah. Here we go. Okay. Oh, Heather Lee wants more Dancing with D while we're home for a while.
Oh, gosh.
Ooh, we don't usually do those in the summer.
I mean, I could.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bridget says Labadee has the zip line over the water. Okay, so I think everything I was thinking of was Labadee.
Well, the water was really not clear.
Eric says the fishbowl, the market, and the zip line, it was all Labadee.
Thank you, that's what I said.
All right, good. Okay, there's where we got the ports in the Netherlands. Retired in Nevada. Do you take your orange bonnet for Orange Night on Holland? I have not. It's too fragile.
He hasn't packed it.
It would get smushed. It would be smushed so much. Tim Carl, would you sing along to King Kong playing ping pong with a bing bong to a long song, or would that be wrong?
Wow.
How long did it take you to think of that?
I was going to say, did you think of that,
King
or
Carl.
is that like a rhyme already?
Oh, help me. And A-OK, of course, the tip for Cabo is to go honor the second best lead singer of Van Halen.
Cabo Wabo was fun.
At Cabo Wabo. Yes, you can go see the second best lead singer, Sammy Hagar. That is correct. Tim wants to know if you could go live during a live stream to show us a behind-the-scenes glimpse of what is going on in the room.
No. Like in our house? No.
Well, I guess it would just be like a different angle of, like, you would have a camera, I guess, and it would be a different angle.
But that would be weird because they'd be watching the live stream and then trying to watch that too.
How would that work?
That doesn't work.
Picture in picture? We put a little picture of you?
Not today. We'll just put it that way.
You know where people zoom in? We would zoom you in, and you would have a little picture window down here that would be mostly the side of my head, and possibly showing
what do you call that?
The softbox light,
the camera,
the exercise bike, and the treadmill.
Coat rack, way too many coats.
And my stuff sheet.
My archery stuff. Yeah, there's not much to look at in here, guys.
This room is boring.
My exercise pad.
Okay. Yeah, that's... Team Carl says, celebrity has a lot less annoying French people. Team Carl!
Than what?
Than MSC.
Oh, they're not all French.
Dave saw a cruise listed from Orlando. Well, it's Port Canaveral. Was totally confused since it's landlocked. Can you explain how it works? Yeah. A lot of the cruise lines, you will see, they mention the largest city.
Right.
Closest to the port. So for Port Canaveral, a lot of times they like to say Orlando because that's where the major airport is.
Right.
Like when you cruise from Civitavecchia, it will say Rome.
It's not.
When you go from Piraeus, it will say Athens. Those kinds of things.
Venice is a different one too.
No.
I see Ravenna.
Okay.
Ravenna for Venice. It's not the same thing.
They're trying to be helpful by telling you what airport to look for, but it's not necessarily the same city that the ship is going from. Tori says, any hotel recommendations for Southampton? Now,
we did stay there.
We stayed at the Holiday Inn right by the port.
It was very convenient.
It was.
Except the gate wasn't open to get into the cruise ship. We had to walk all the way around with all our suitcases. That was super fun.
We could walk out of our hotel and see the ship. But we couldn't walk through the gate.
But it's a fantastic location. Breakfast was really good. The room was nice. Super walkable to like all the shopping and stuff. I recommend it.
It was a great location. We also stayed at the Hub by Premier Inn over just a couple of blocks over by the little shopping area.
Oh, yeah.
Also good.
Smaller.
Not near the port, but it's smaller. And Hub by Premier Inn is usually a good $1. Like we stay at Z Hotel or Hub whenever we're in England because the rooms are small, but the prices are great.
Tiny. But good.
Traveling the fun ships, could you please let me know what the IMAX movies and the assigned times on MDR sailing in August? Only do early if at 5:30, and if it's 6, then I take your time. All right, I think this is Vista research.
Oh.
So we have to go look at the IMAX movies. We can try.
I mean, they're on deck 6.
We have 4 sea days. But
assuming they would be the same the next month.
Yeah, that's true.
We'll just mention it.
And then your time, it typically is 5:30. But
typically.
I don't think I've ever seen it at 6 on Carnival.
It depends on how full the ship is and when they do it.
Dennis wants to know, you didn't have an opportunity to snorkel on your pole-to-pole. Do you have plans for your Circle Pacific?
Yeah, because we're going so many places that have good snorkeling, for sure. That's one thing I definitely missed.
True. AOK says, with Carnival opening Celebration Key, will they stop calling on the regular port of Freeport? I'm curious.
Oh, I don't know.
Because it's the same island, right? It's just a little... And Royal is building, like, something at Freeport.
Nassau.
Oh, okay. Everybody's, like, putting in all these little secret private things.
Yeah, which I'm not sure.
I'm concerned.
Because I like to go to destinations to learn about the destination. Yeah. I could stay on the ship and do a lot of the things they have at these private islands.
I know. I'm kind of concerned. I mean, I know it's a different style of cruising, but I'm concerned about the future of cruising, and it's going to become very internal. Mm-hmm. The
safety thing.
The whole point of going on cruises is going to be to stay on the ship and enjoy the conglomeration of things that have been built on your ship, or to go to the private little bubble in a place and spend more money. So cruise line makes money on ship, cruise line makes money in bubble. So, I mean, I understand the business.
Well, that's why we personally are more interested in like the smaller ships and going to different destinations. And that's what we're going to continue to do. We'll do a little bit here and there of these new things, but that's what we like.
I know. Yeah, it's I don't know. It's a strange shift. I'm curious to see in like 10 years, is it all mostly giant ships with lots of stuff to do on them so that you don't want to get off, and mostly all private port calls?
I hope not.
David says, good evening from Geneva, Iowa. Question for Carnival's drink package. When you purchase the Cheers, is the total amount per drink, or does that include the gratuity? Oh, it's like if there's $1. See,
gratuity is included in the Cheers package, but you can always tip above and beyond that.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
And then is there a dollar amount per drink?
I think it's $20.
Oh, shoot.
I believe it's $20. They'll tell you if it's above it. It includes like pretty much anything, really. Except for like the super top shelf stuff. Like bottles.
Yeah, we've had Cheers exactly one time. And it was 2018.
We're not Cheers experts, but I sell it a lot.
Yeah. AOK, doesn't Carnival always have a featured vegetarian Indian dish every day? They do. They made it smaller. Yeah. They do. But yeah, I think this question was for Margaritaville specifically. But yeah. Or no, did she say, was there any cruise lines out?
No, she wanted Margaritaville.
Okay. David says, when sailing from Texas and you buy the Cheers package on Carnival, is it just the alcohol on the first day and every other drink is okay, or is it just the drink package start day TW? Whoop!
It's because they're not out in international waters for a while.
Yeah, I think the question is, when you're leaving from Texas, could you still get non-alcoholic drinks on your Cheers package, or does it just not work at all the first day? Again, I have no clue. I've never had Cheers out of Texas.
Well, I know the alcohol does not work. I really don't know if the rest of it does, because like we said, we haven't done it. I would have to actually like research that specific question. So. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't understand why the soda and stuff wouldn't work unless it's something with taxes for the state.
Oh, yeah.
It could be.
FedEx says, port guide of Puerto Vallarta, you should go to the Malecon and Zona Romantica. Long port day on Panorama back to the ship at 9. Yeah, we've been to the Malecon. I don't know if we've been to Zona Romantica.
I don't think so.
No. I was looking for questions there. Okay, it says, plot twist. You should wear the embarkation shirt on embarkation day. Maybe, shrink it in the wash a little bit first.
Maybe a dress. Like, it's very long.
We could, hey, I
put a belt, make a cute dress. I could make a cute dress out of it, actually.
Okay.
All right.
There we go. We're going to need to turn it into some kind of a garment for you.
I would rock it. That's fine.
Tim says, I did Alaska on Regent this May, and I now recommend Regent highly for Alaska cruises.
Okay. Yeah, that's one we have not experienced in Alaska, but we loved Regent.
Yeah, I didn't like the price of Regent.
But for everything it includes, you know, I get it.
Crazy Cat Traveler says, as former cat owners, any tips for reassuring my needy animal? My next cruise is 4 months out, and I still get dirty looks if I watch a vlog.
Wow, that is a smart animal.
your cat knows, huh?
I don't have any tips.
No, because, I mean, we always obviously just...
Lots of cuddles beforehand.
Yeah, because, our animals were able to stay in home. Like, a lot of people have to board their animals. And the animals are like,
yeah, they didn't go out of their environment.
Yeah, they got to stay there, and people would come over and tend to them. Mama J was in charge of that.
And they were used to our ways.
Yeah, I feel like our cats, they just got used to it, and they were just so old and didn't even care. They were just like, you're leaving again? Okay.
I'll see you later.
Sajarm! There's a name I haven't seen in a while. Would you ever go on the Ritz-Carlton of Four Seasons?
Yeah.
I will. Is it a cruise?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You see how much I know?
Yeah, it's a
Guys, I don't research fancy cool stuff. So, yes.
I think that's the one that Captain Cave is going to be the Four Seasons one. I'd have to check, but
at the top of the Four Seasons. Tim says, "Did I miss the answer to my question about Mama J? How's she doing, and what bodily function are we allowed to talk about this week?"
We did answer it.
We answered it earlier. She's coming along quite nicely. Oh, because it turned into a discussion of me fixing her car.
Yeah,
I think is where that one went. Yeah. And no pee-pee talk. We're not allowed to talk about pee-pee. We actually did have a discussion about pee with her today, but we are not allowed to share anything that was discussed about pee with her. And I appreciate that. Douglas bought an Embarkation Day shirt right before it was retired.
Oh, no. Well, you're just going to look cool, so that's all right.
Burgo Lazo. Can you give a shout out to my mom, Gilda? She's been a big fan for years. Keep up the great work.
Oh, I like her name. Hey,
Gilda! I know, it makes me think of Gilda Radner. I'm sure she's like, yeah, everybody tells me Gilda Radner.
Thank you for watching for years. We
Thank you for
appreciate
watching.
that so
It
much.
also makes me think of Gilda Roy Lockhart. That's a much... She probably does not hear that reference as much as Gilda Radner. Gilda Roy.
I do like that name, though.
That's true. Robin T, you... Okay, here we go. You still must do a land-sea cruise to Alaska. Just did Hal, and we love the land portion, and know you would too. I like the emphasis.
Yeah. No, we definitely want to.
Yeah. We just,
Haven't had a chance.
Yeah, we like... I don't know. I really do want to. We just book other things. 2028.
Not enough time, really.
Here we come. Actually, well, we haven't set anything up for 27. 2027. Here we go. Gary says, do you know, does Carl offer free shipping on all the shirts he bought and is reselling?
You'll have to ask him.
Knowing Carl, there's no free anything. There's no free. Now, I don't know how many points and miles he would trade for one of the shirts, because he is a points and miles man.
No,
So
don't start talking about that.
Team Carl.
I see a crown again.
How many points and miles for one of those shirts he wants to know, just to see.
Yeah, Captain Kate is for the 4 seasons. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay. Kaliha, on your next live stream giveaway, can we get some autographed items?
Are we doing a live stream giveaway?
I
we
think
usually do that around the
they're
holidays.
talking about Christmas, I think.
Yeah.
Well, funny is we send like a nice little...
Yeah, we autograph a note that we send with... I mean, it's an autograph. So it's not worth anything.
They're not worth anything. But. Team Carl, they also love dollars at Memphis area gentlemen's clubs.
Oh my.
See, that's where they love dollars. A-OK, I bet Celebration Key will make you pay extra for Wi-Fi because they can.
Yeah, I'm going to try and find that answer. It was not in the training, though, so...
Yeah. That's the whole thing with the trend of internalizing things is, the cruise line is able to then make you pay for extra things. I don't know. It's a frightening trend to me, so... Love travel. Ding dong, were there a lot of solo travelers on the pole to pole?
Yes, actually. Several. And they would do, like,
Pineapples?
get-togethers. No, there was not. Get-togethers and, like, have meals together and stuff. It was really nice. We met so many people, and we would meet up and do trivia with 2 particular ladies.
Yeah.
And, like, they were just the sweetest and so smart. It was great. That's the end.
I'm still reading more, but everybody's talking about gentlemen's clubs now.
Oh, gosh.
A-OK wants to
Went
know,
off the
for
rails.
Team Carl, how many dollars has he given to those clubs? Brandy Phillips says, Brandy and Joe from Memphis, going on the group cruise. Never worked a Memphis gentlemen's club, just FYI. We're excited. Yeah, the group cruise, it's getting real. Okay, final payment is under a week away.
Yeah, then we get to start planning fun things. So we're excited for that.
Yeah, we've already started planning them.
We have.
We have to officially run them through the groups department.
And get numbers.
I think they're going to be able to do more than we even think. Like,
I think so.
we're thinking of things.
I mean...
They're going to think of more things.
We may have more of a busy schedule than you want. No, you don't have to come to things
All
if you
day
don't
long.
want to.
We're going to have events.
No.
No, we're not. Debbie says, thank you for your pole-to-pole journey. I've been laid up for over 3 months with a shattered femur, and the videos have helped me get through it.
Goodness.
Hope you're doing okay.
Yeah. Well, thank you for watching. I'm glad we could keep you some company.
Yeah,
But get better.
Hope it continues rehabilitating.
Yeah.
Where's my femur? Is that my leg? Is that my... This is I'm trying to remember the bones.
Okay.
Terry says, what cruise destination surprised you the most? Now, is this good surprise or bad surprise? Well, I was surprised that
Falkland Islands, that we made it.
Yeah, that we made it there, and that we didn't get insanely crazy crossing over to Antarctica and had a glorious day.
Yeah.
One of our 4 days was the best day I think that they had ever seen in
It was
Antarctica.
gorgeous. Yeah.
So me, probably Antarctica. And Falkland Islands. Well,
It's really, well, I mean, you do make it, but it's pretty rare to actually make it. And then we had beautiful weather, and the penguins were so cute. Yeah.
Natuzi says, we are doing our first transatlantic on Sun Princess. Suggestions on Cadiz.
We did the one thing. Is that where we had
I think we did the one thing.
Sherry and cheese.
Oh, was that Cadiz? It's been so recent, my brain
Yeah.
has not been able to process it yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing that we've done there, I believe, was through Shore Excursions group, because that's usually how we were rolling through that part of the world. It's like we went through phases. We had our Do Brazil Rate phase.
Right. Oh, they were amazing.
And we had our Shore Excursions group phase. We had our ship tour only phase. And then we had like our
walking on our own
no
phase.
plan at all walking phase.
But you have to break it up like that. I think it was good.
Yeah, so we've only been to Cadiz one time, so it would just be the only knowledge that I have is what we did.
I think that's the one we did that.
It sounds good to me.
It's fun. It's like really lively and beautiful architecture. You could just walk around on your own, honestly, and like find lots to do.
Yeah. Brad says, should we take cash for tips on excursions on the group cruise, or will the vendors we are interacting with take cards?
Oh, no, bring cash.
It's cash for
yeah,
tipping,
for sure.
So
especially at like Paradise Beach and things like that. Yeah.
Yeah, you're pretty much going to be, you need, Paradise Beach would be cash. If you want to tip like a boat captain for the snorkeling, it would be cash.
Maya-chan. They have like a tip jar when you leave. It's communal.
Yeah.
You just put it in there.
And you get a lollipop.
You do. They're so sweet.
You can take a lollipop.
Assuming they still do that.
Oh, I hope the lollipops are there. I'm never going back until lollipops
I did say
are there.
Maya-chan, right? Yeah,
Maya-chan. And then Carl had already answered that, so
Oh.
Brad says, I feel like I finally arrived. I got you to respond to a question for D&J.
Thanks, Carl.
Nice. Scott says, thanks for answering. I enjoyed the fact I made Jay have to think. It's hard, y'all. Out of the 4 to 5 continents you visited, you seem to enjoy all of them. Thank you. Yeah, we did.
True.
Yes, it's 4 or 5. See, we're counting Antarctica, so I'm calling it 5. Tim Johnson says, ding dong, what is your least favorite port of all time? I am Team Boca de Valeria. It had some redeeming moments because of the boat.
The boat tour
the boat ride
and the
made
lily
it.
pads, like the giant lily pads, you can't see those everywhere.
That's actually true.
Like,
Wait, what's the one we thought of earlier? Because we
the
talked
Gambia.
about this. Oh, okay.
The Gambia, it's not that there's anything wrong with it. It was just our experience was the visa was very expensive.
Yeah.
And the shore excursion was kind of a letdown, and it was booked through the ship, and, that's just the resources they were working with, so... there was something else, I swear.
We were literally talking about this earlier today, about ports that we would not necessarily want to go back to. Boca made my list because I'm glad we went, but we wouldn't...
Oh, the video hasn't come out yet, but it was the small town where everything was closed.
And Saint-Pierre-Miquelon?
There was nothing wrong with it. It's just everything was closed. Like, everything.
I like that we got to go there because that is not a place you see that often. But
it's in Canada.
I think it was...
French...
Weren't we there on a Sunday or something weird? We had a lot of ports on a
really
Sunday
small.
that we missed some things.
Yeah.
But
not to the fault of the town itself.
No, but I'm still going to be Boca de Valeria. Team Carl says, did you get any pictures of the police in front of government buildings in the Gambia? Didn't see any in photos by D.
No, we did not, because we follow rules.
And Scott says, Team Carl, I'm surprised you didn't send them camouflage that they should wear in Africa. Daniel wants to know, when is the Team Carl interview video?
Oh, that's a work in progress.
We're going to see him soon. We haven't talked about that, but we're going to see him, not that soon, but we're going to see him. We're going to see him
this
later.
year.
Kathleen, do you have a favorite cruise line?
Celebrity.
Yeah, we're still Team Celebrity overall.
Which we don't have very many.
Shona says, I really recommend you come visit New Zealand. We'll be there next year.
We're so excited.
Yeah, we've got...
We need all the tips because we don't know what to do.
We have like 4 port calls, I think, and a little bit of Fjordland cruising. So, yeah. Team Carl says that Jay would have to actually talk to me for that to happen, so don't count on that plus the restraining order thing. Gary Murphy, David Lee Roth is indeed the best singer of Van Halen. You are correct. Now, I have to say... Sammy, I appreciate, was, I feel, a more talented, correct singer. Like, his vocals, David Lee Roth was just a character. He was the flamboyant face of Van Halen. So I prefer the showmanship over the admittedly better vocals, I will say. Clem, since you will be the first to stop at Celebration, could we be blessed with an immediate video I think people are concerned about how soon the videos are going to come out. I am hoping to have something out,
very soon.
The week after we visit. It's going to come out in the middle. We're still going to be putting out Volendam videos.
We're going to interrupt it.
Yeah, I'm intending to just interrupt that series and throw out at least something to show and talk about Celebration Key. And then also maybe still have some information. When Vista finally comes out, we'll probably have a little bit more details. But yeah, something of at least of some information. Yeah.
Yeah.
FedEx. Oh, they're talking to... Okay, talking about other places. Let's see. Tim wants to know, have we watched the Poop Cruise? We have not.
No, not yet.
Yeah, and it's funny how many people were surprised that Triumph was renamed. Like,
oh my gosh, yeah.
people didn't know. Sunshine, Sunrise, and Sunset. What's the other one called? Those 3 ships. Sunshine, Sunrise, and the other one. Radiance.
I was like, it's Radiance.
Those were old ships that got revamped and renamed. So yeah, they're all had that thing going on. So where am I at down here? There we go. Jennifer says Holiday Inn in Southampton has changed names. Wow, we just stayed there it was last year.
It was last year.
Dang.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. Thank you.
Paul and Carol Love to Travel has info about the changes. Wow. Okay, yeah, never mind. Journey with Josh stayed at the Premier Inn in Southampton. It was fine, close to everything and close to the port. Yeah, that's what I say. It's fine. It's a perfectly lovely hotel.
Especially because if you're not going to be in your room that much, we get out and explore.
Christine says, I think cruise lines are trying to get some of the amusement park crowd. Yeah, it's like they're trying to draw...
Laura says, femur is your thigh bone.
What's the one? Is it shin? What's the one below it? Shin bone? I was trying to find it in my arm. I knew it wasn't in my arm. Stop. This is humerus.
Sorry, I just saw that.
Radius and ulna. But then I get confused about my tibia and my fibula and my bippity boppity boo.
You don't have that.
Okay. Femur. What's the shin? Does the shin bone have a name? Is that the I can't do it.
Anatomy was a while ago, you guys.
The knee bone connected. Okay. Yeah, Christine, the cruise lines are trying to draw some of the amusement park crowd, probably. Like the people who like going to a Disney park. Okay, well, if you put a small park on your ship, maybe you can attract some of that lot. Yeah. It's true. Curly Q agrees about no exploration of ports. Okay.
Like it would be sad.
Yeah. Maybe. AOK says, let's show Gary Cherone some love for Van Halen. I don't even think about Gary Cherone, actually. But he can be the number 3. That's fine. Crazy Cat Traveler, are there any Caribbean destinations that you do not have port guides for? Oh, yeah. A lot. And do you still plan to? Yeah. And people keep saying about redoing the old ones. Really, the old ones are still holding up fairly well. So I think we would do more new ones before we go back and revisit any of the old ones.
Because then you just have to take the old ones down because they wouldn't make sense anymore. Yeah.
Lori says, it's all drinks until next day. We went on Jubilee out of Galveston. Okay, so yeah, your Cheers package does not work. I kind of thought that their wording says it doesn't work at all on day 1.
That wording in a while.
Dang. Okay. Okay, the only pee we can talk about is what Jay is drinking today. That is true. How much? This is more than I normally drink this late at night. Guys, I started at 48 and I am at 20.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You're going to be loving that later.
Guys, it's going to be a heartache tonight. Okay, there's where we talked about Four Seasons yachts. Way too expensive for the vast majority of us. Oh, that's where the crowns came back. Because the crowns were...
Tibia is your shin bone.
Tibia. Okay. So femur...
I'm just reading ahead.
Where is my fibula?
Tibia, fibula. It's also in your...
Where's my dragula? That's
you don't
Rob
have
Zombie.
A Dracula.
Rob Zombie has a dragula, so whatever. Okay, I can't wait for 2027 because that's when all the cruise vlogs will be coming out. That is true. The cruise vlogs are starting back in 2027.
Yeah.
That was the...
you guys have a while to wait.
That was the COVID joke. Samantha says you should do a group land and sea for 27.
Oh gosh, we're just trying to decide what we even want to do.
Holy crap.
That would be a lot.
That's a big commitment too. Yeah. I mean, that's cool. But maybe something a little bit less commitment than like the actual one-way fly back from Alaska.
Cruises. I haven't looked in to see if they do group land tour. I'm sure they do.
Tours.
I've never sold a group land tour. I don't know.
All of a sudden, the shadow on my collar was bothering. Oh, femur leg bone. Yeah, okay, now I need to know where's my fibula, because I'm pretty sure I have one. Is it right there?
Fibula. Yeah, in school I learned, it's the same area.
Because you only have one.
I think it's this.
Okay, you got one bone in your thigh, right, and one in your calf.
We're turning into anatomy lesson.
Because you have one here and two here because you can do this. That's what lets you be able to do this.
Your radius and your ulna.
Wait, I can turn my foot like that. I got two bones in part of my leg. I have two.
Just the realization just hit him. It's fine.
Do I have two bones in part of my leg? How do I twist my foot?
Yeah. Have you never seen a skeleton?
They're spooky. I don't look at those. I'm feeling in my bones. Do I have two bones in my calf?
Oh my god.
A tibia and a fibula?
All right, we're going to look at skeletons when we're done.
I think there's one bone up here, Oh, because there's one here. That means there's one
You
here.
have like a ball socket.
And if
right
this is
here.
my foot, don't touch my ball socket. You got 2 here, so I would have 2 in my lower leg. I am really discovering bones tonight. Wow.
You know what I learned from Pretty Woman? That your foot is the same size from your elbow to here. So like that is the size of your foot. Oh, I'm not even showing. Like, so if you stuck your foot there, it would be the same size.
What if I put my foot on your
No,
arm?
it has to be your own. I learned that from Pretty Woman.
Fun
fact.
The things Roy Orbison will teach you. All right.
Femur is your thigh bone. Yeah.
Femur. Okay, so
Fibula is the smaller of the 2 bones in your lower leg.
I have 2 bones down there. I thought I only had
the
one
calf
and
bone.
one.
Tibia is on the inside. Fibula is on the outside. Yeah,
I
remember
really
that from
I really thought my leg had 1 bone and 1 bone, but I knew this was 1 and 2. Oh my gosh, this is why I can't win Lightning Trivia. A walk in my
music.
shoes says if you're autographing giveaways, let's throw in a few blank checks. Oh, help me.
If only.
Okay, so I have to remember I have 2 bones down there. All right, okay.
But it's hot in here.
Bridget, was the Amazon as hot and buggy as you expected? Speaking of hot, we are still very behind.
Not Laura sent in the skeletal system.
All right, please.
Thank you, Laura.
She texted us a picture of a skeleton.
I
Are
love
there
her.
2 bones in the bottom?
Yeah.
Guys, I have 2 bones in the bottom of my leg. Oh, there's a little like that.
Tibia.
I feel
Fibula.
like I can feel.
Thanks, Laura.
Thanks, Laura. The skeletons.
That's great.
Laura's like a medical professional.
We're going to look at that later.
The Amazon was not nearly as. The whole trip was not as buggy as
No,
I thought.
I only got bug bites in like the Dominican Republic, and that was
Yeah,
it.
we were so over prepared for bugs.
But you don't know, so
Better to be over prepared.
there was bugs at night, like around the lights of the ship. But yeah,
Tim Johnson says, favorite shore excursion of all time and why is it Glacier Wind? You're not wrong. That is definitely our most done shore excursion.
it's magical,
for good reason.
and we love the family. We feel like family. I cried the first time we ever went with them. It's
did.
just memories. I don't know. I feel
Cried
like
more than once with them.
yeah. Actually, a couple of times.
Yeah.
It's just amazing.
It is. And guess what? We're going again.
Back, yeah.
Because we're going to Icy Strait twice next year. Heather Lee says, I wanted us to do the group cruise, but our son's getting married on embarkation day. Probably not a great idea.
No.
I could have gotten married on the ship.
We will have more, we think, as long as this one goes well.
You never know. We'll see. We're not doing one in 26, I don't think.
I
We
don't
would
think
shoot
we've
for
given
27.
people enough time now.
We might shoot for 27.
Yeah.
Thomas says, Carnival Wi-Fi is a hard no on Celebration Key.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
Bucko, did you visit St. Pierre on the Pole to Pole? Yes, we did. As we just talked about how everything was closed on a Sunday. Heading there on a cruise next year. Yeah, definitely worth going and a place
very
to
small.
say that you have been, like a
Yeah.
part of France and North America.
It's cute to walk around them.
Yeah. Robert, have you either seen, I think it's have either of you seen people miss the ship and be pier runners?
I've seen videos.
Yeah, I don't go up and
We don't
like,
go
look
film
for
or
them.
anything like that. That's just not our style. But I think I've seen people running for the ship, but we've never seen anybody actually miss the ship.
Yeah,
But we're not always outside at that time either. That's usually like a Cozumel thing.
Yeah, rarely
Or
ever
Nassau.
do I go up and like watch the ship like to see if people are running. I know it's a pastime of people
I
like
feel
they go
bad
look
for
for pier
their
runners.
misfortune.
I know. Robin almost missed it. When are you traveling again? A week from yesterday. We'll be on Carnival Vista.
Yeah.
So 6 days. Is that right? Wow.
Yeah.
You, Me, and the Sea Travels. Does Team Carl have his own fan club? Yes, but you don't want to know how many Carnival Rewards points it's going to cost to join that fan club.
It's a lot.
But yeah, it's pricey, but he does have one at Team Carl / dollar
Jackie
bills.
Myers is singing the foot bones connected to the
Yeah,
leg
yeah.
bone.
Yeah.
Got the whole song.
Wait, foot bone, leg bone. It doesn't say the
Leg
foot bone's
bone's
connected.
connected to the knee bone. The knee bone's connected
That's
to the
why.
thigh bone.
Y'all, it
Doing
doesn't
this
say
skeletal dance. I didn't know
the
that.
foot bone's connected to the leg bones. That's why I've been
Oh,
confused
it
all
does.
these years.
It does say bones.
Does it?
Yeah, I just can't read. Oh gosh, no, don't report that.
We're reporting you for saying that it says bones. I've always heard the foot bone's connected to the leg bone. The
Wait.
foot bone's connected to and the bones being
Oh,
an
it does say
apostrophe
leg
S.
bone. But then it says the leg bones. Oh, yeah, because it's
Right.
plural.
The leg bone apostrophe S connected. Y'all, the song.
We have to title this one the one where we figure out that you have more than one bone in your leg.
Yeah, because the title right now talks about Celebration Key, and I don't want people coming here thinking we're giving out a wealth of knowledge about
No,
Celebration Key. So
not
I'm going
yet.
to change it to the one where we learn about our
Skeletal system.
bones or something. Oh, something stupid. That song is what messed me up. Anyway, and I never sung long enough to get to the arm bone because I know there's 2 in that part, and that's why it goes like this. But I didn't remember my ankle. Oh my gosh. Eric wants to know, did I watch the Ozzy and Black Sabbath last show? I did not.
Ooh,
Bob, have you ever done a transatlantic from Florida to Italy? We've never been to Italy.
I know.
Daniel, best cookie at sea. I got one.
Yeah?
What's your best cookie at sea? I got one.
Well, it's not at sea, but it's at the private island. It's the
Mine's
Disney.
at sea.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, best cookie.
Oh, sugar-free peanut butter cookies.
Cafe Al Bacchio.
At the Cafe Al Bacchio on Celebrity Cruises.
That's it. Sugar-free.
They're so good. They
Yep.
they don't taste like artificial peanut butter. It's
They
just
taste
like
like
the nice,
peanuts.
fresh peanut taste. They're amazing.
If you want them to taste like
a lot
peanut
of
butter,
people probably wouldn't like them.
they wouldn't.
We love them.
if you want them to taste like peanut butter, too bad. They don't. Don't get them. If you want them to taste like peanuts, then yes.
We would get some of those, then we go to happy hour. It was lovely.
Yeah. Now, if you don't care about sugar, like what's the best actual...
Cookie?
There's
Don't
not
they have
a lot
cowboy
of-
cookies on Royal Caribbean? People
yeah.
love those.
Okay, I'm gonna say Royal probably has like a really good. Yeah, I would.
cowboy
I don't.
cookies.
Yeah, you go. So if you're looking for a sugared
I'm not a cookie person, though.
cookie, I like Cookie, the old cruise director.
Oh, gosh, we love
Jonathan.
Cookie.
Royal Caribbean probably has the best real cookie, but Cafe Al Bacchio, Ralph Macchio,
And they don't have
them
them every day, which is a sad thing.
Oh, you're right. The flavors.
We would go ask, and they'd be like, no.
Okay. Chef's Journey. What about what? Grey Sharon. Oh, the other. Yeah. We started talking about the number 3 singer of Van Halen.
Oh.
Yes. I think that's who you're talking about. Or are we on a 4th singer now? My gosh, I don't even know.
Team Carl.
Cowboy. We cruised New Zealand and hit all of the Lord of the Rings site. Definitely go to Hobbiton as well as studios in Wellington and Auckland. Different emphasis in each.
Oh, pictures.
We are going to have to... Now, I have to say the only Lord of the Rings movie that we've been able to stay awake through, and we had to take 3 nights to watch it, is The Hobbit. We did watch The Hobbit.
Nothing against the movie. It just makes me go to sleep.
They wear us out. Like, we cannot stay awake through
I
them.
think we own the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Never watched them.
We tried.
We tried watching number 1 twice. Fell
fell
asleep
asleep.
both times. If we do it in small doses...
We can do it, yeah.
But yeah, we literally had to watch The Hobbit. It was 3 nights, I think, to watch The
was.
Hobbit in total.
Well, we were tired.
But it was worth it. I enjoyed The Hobbit.
Yeah, I did too.
So we'll have to watch Lord of the Rings, maybe, before we go to New Zealand.
I don't know if we're getting to super close ports to go there because I've looked and it's like pretty far.
We have...
There's one that's closer.
Is it
than
Taronga?
Taronga. I think that's it.
The Taronga's connected to
Maybe.
the
I don't know.
Shire Bone. I don't know. Douglas Kaufman, looking for must-dos for 2 days pre-cruise and post-cruise in NOLA. Any gentleman's club recommendations, Team Carl? All right, we'll let Team Carl answer that one. Let's see. Oh, gosh. Fibula. Brad says, did you know that Tony scheduled a group cruise to New England around the same time as your group cruise? We are glad we stuck with you, though. Yeah, I think...
We saw that after we had announced ours. Yeah, but it's
I think ours was
Canada,
first.
New England
I'm kidding.
on Princess. No, that's cool.
Ours
He
is-
usually does one around Halloween, so October makes
true.
sense.
Ours is going cool places.
Well, his is going cool places, like
Oh,
cooler.
shoot. You're right. Yeah,
That's
you're
cool.
right. Okay, wants to know, where is the smallest bone in your body? I'm not answering that question. Melinda says, do you have a P.O. box? Yes, we do.
We do.
Laura gave it up. There you
Thanks,
go.
Laura.
She's trying to get that crown back. Who's ending with the crowns? Jackie Byers has 1.
It's because she gave us the
Beth
whole
has 3.
the bone song.
The bone has a bone.
That
Yeah,
helps.
the more you talk about bones, the more XP you get, apparently. Macarena, yeah. Let's see. Dem bones.
This is when we didn't know things.
Yeah, I know.
Well, you
I
mostly.
frequently don't know things. I try to be smart, but I don't.
I think it makes us more relatable.
Oh my gosh.
That's what we're going for. We're really, really actually smart. We just pretend we're not.
I know I have 206 bones, right? Is that how many bones I have in my body? That's a trivia question. And I don't
You've gotten it right several times.
but I can never actually remember it. Laura says worst bugs are mosquitoes in Jamaica. Oh.
Yuck.
Okay. Molly, do you think you'll do a group cruise on a different cruise line? Yeah.
Yeah.
We cruised on Islander and had a terrible experience and no desire to go on them again.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Islander was one of my favorite cruises. But I mean, every ship can have a good one and a bad one. Like
there's a lot of factors that can play into that.
True.
I'm sorry though.
No, I think we would try different part of the world, different cruise line for sure. Yeah. Brad West, do you think one travel fan is enough for an inside cabin on the group cruise? Does Margaritaville Islander have good AC?
When we were on it was fine.
Yeah, and I don't know if, different areas of the ship may have different, because good gosh, Volendam Deck 1 was
Holland,
awful.
Lord.
But some people's rooms were cold. Yeah.
I would think one fan.
One fan should be fine.
Yeah.
Christina.
It's a larger room, but
What is the craziest or coolest bug you saw in the Amazon? Will you do a video of all the bugs you saw on the ship? We already did.
We did. It's in the videos at the end of a couple of
it's
them,
It's either the last Amazon episode, or I might have put it at the end of French Guiana. But yes, we did a slideshow of the best of these bugs. It is in one of those two videos, yes.
Probably like a moth that was super colorful, but I don't remember.
The one with crowns and bones. There we go. Crowns and bones.
There you go.
Help
How many
me.
people click on it? What?
Yep, the ones with crowns and bones.
It's 9:59.
Team Carl says, PDJ group cruise, Mediterranean from Rome or Barcelona on a Royal Caribbean Oasis class ship. Nope. Well, there's not much wrong with that statement except the end of it. See, China just got off Celebrity Silhouette this morning and ate several sugar-free peanut butter cookies every day from Cafe Al
They're so good, right? Good.
Yes.
We're not crazy.
Oh, AOK says there are 4 lead singers of Van Halen because Eddie sang before David Lee Roth joined. You know more about Van Halen than I do, but I kind of knew that. Yeah, AOK. Oh, yeah, that is an Alice in Chains song. I was thinking of dem bones, but no, that's a... Anyway. Oh, Beth says, yeah, the smallest bone is in your ear. Yeah, it's the little, the hammer and the anvil and the doohickey. There's more doohickeys in there. Wow, y'all are good at trivia, too. Mm-hmm. Lynn Franklin says, New Orleans Cruise, Mardi Gras World, and the Sazerac House. There you go. Some nice New Orleans ideas. Bridget, what do you do with the photos once you put them in the video? Nothing.
We have them saved.
They're backed up on hard drives.
Yeah.
But we don't ever look at them again.
Wow.
We really don't.
That's
we should.
true, actually.
We'll do something with them. It's 10 o'clock and I'm at the bottom of chat.
Yay! That was good timing. Oh.
All right. No excuse for it. Look, all these Alice in Chains references. Y'all, thanks for hanging out. We are not going to be here the next 2 Sundays because we are going to be...
on a ship.
Yeah. We're going to be experiencing and or making videos about Celebration Key and Carnival Cruise Lines. Mm-hmm. So whatever 3 weeks is from today, we should be back.
Uh-huh.
I can't do the math. It's the 20-something.
28th, I think. Something like that.
Team Carl, how many Lightning Trivias did you win? 1, I think. And we tied maybe one other time.
Yeah. 26, 27.
Anyway.
I don't know.
But yeah, we will see you. The Volendam is going to continue for at least 10 more episodes, but some Celebration Key content hopefully will pop in there and interrupt it and give us some more other stuff. Okay, how many Lightning Trivias did you cheat at?
0.
None. That's why we didn't win. Daggone. But yeah, if you have not already, be sure to subscribe to the channel, get all them crowns, and become a Paromaniac today. Socialize all our media, Facebook, Instagram, and leg bones.
And Twitter, yeah. Yep. Until next time. Rock on. Good night.
Good night, y'all.